iVixey's online, she's haunting tonight. Breaking all the rules. The comments are flowing, momentum overflowing. She laughs at their rage, locked inside a cage. iVixey, she's turning the Lolcows. What does the fuck say? iVixey, she's doing it right now. What does the fuck say? iVixey, she's turning the Lolcows. What does the fuck say? iVixey, she's doing it right now.
I'm hurting the Lolcows.
Trolling ain't easy.
Hi, everyone.
Heart of stone, but she's laughing all the way.
Richie Dubbz is a cat boy? You heard it here first.
iVixey, she's turning the Lolcows. What does the fuck say? iVixey, she's doing it right now. What does the fuck say? iVixey, she's turning the Lolcows. What does the fuck say?
What does the fuck say?
iVixey, she's doing it right now.
Don't forget to like the stream, everyone.
Breaking all the rules.
Hit the like button.
Laughing at the fools while they all drool. iVixey,
She's hurting the Lolcows.
what does the fuck say? iVixey, she's doing it right now.
I'm doing it right now.
iVixey, she's hurting the Lolcows. What does the fuck say? iVixey, she's doing it right now. iVixey's online and she's hurting tonight. 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 What does the fuck say?
What does the fuck say?
What does the fuck say?
That's me.
What does the fuck say? What does the fuck say? What does the fuck say? Vixie, what does the fuck say?
No, please, not my singing. How's everyone doing? Welcome into the show today, episode 5. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for making it right at the beginning of the stream, too. It means a lot to me that you would make time in your day to come watch these episodes. Hey, Azrael. Hey, Grim. Hey, Gamers Asylum and Azuko. Thank you both so much for modding the chat as well. Thank you so much. Hey, Drake. Hey, Benson. Hey, Miku-chan. Hey, Twisted. Hey, good to go now. Hey, Richie, Dubbz. Yo, what you doing here? Just kidding. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. Hey, Grim. Hey, Popper. Be better when I get Dubbz. It'll be a little bit, guys. It'll be a little bit. You know, we're gonna introduce him into the show when it's like we're at our like max. You know, at our like our peak of the show. That's when he shows up. Hey, Flower Child. Oh, I did eat. I'm all powered up. Well, I do have my coffee, my second coffee of the day, in my hands, which will help me with my energy. I am up against 2 Lolcow shows. Yeah, I noticed that. But that's okay. Listen, even if people can't make it to the show when it's live, they can always rewatch the episode later. That's what's amazing about these. It just, everything gets archived, you know? So it's all good. It's all good. Hey, Knives. Oh yeah, you're back from Japan. That's right. I remember. Hey, Pete. Hey, Sicilian Princess. I'd rather watch this. I appreciate that. And hopefully you're not alone in that. I see a bunch of you here and not there. So I appreciate that. I guess I entered this crazy story when you get down to that point since I effed with her Reddit. Oh, yeah. That's the whole thing. We're not anywhere close to that part of the story. We might have come... we might reach some obstacles on the way there, but we'll see. Hey, Ozzy! So we're going to go into where we left off, and then at some point I'm going to bring Richie in here. And he can help comment on what's going on. Let's, let me get sorted. Man, that song really gets in your head. I love it. Hopefully, if it's happening with me, it's happening with you guys too, you know? Let's see. iVixey, she's hurting the Lolcows. Mystery cow. Oh yeah, there is a mystery cow. This one, it's supposed to represent like, you know, who's the next one. But we don't have glitches or Grim Mecha's cow in yet, so it's sort of representing Grim right now. You know. Let's see. Here we go. Oh. Disregard that. Disregard it. Don't worry. Oh. What's going on over there? What's going on over there? I'm not doing that. So I should not be doing that. You stop that. You stop that. Magic 8-ball. We don't need you here right now. Lawyer, don't worry about it. That's for later. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ignore, guys. Ignore, please. That's for later. Alright, guys. Where we left off last episode was on the tryouts for Lolcow Queens. Need the song as a standalone? You know what? That might be a good idea. We might have to put like a trailer up or something with the song. I think that would be super cool. A trailer. You guys can hear this?
I didn't want to interrupt your
Yeah.
I'm done
scenario.
ranting.
Your-
I'm gonna take
all
it
of
down.
that happening.
I'm gonna get back in my feminine. Okay.
So we had, at this point, we had Glammy up there. Let me make myself like over here. Myself over there. Oh, like that. Yeah? Tonight on Dragging Balls. No, that's wrong show. Wrong show. We don't do that here. We don't drag balls. Yours also drag. They're too big, too saggy. Not even too big. They're just too saggy.
Okay. Are you good?
I think so.
Okay, great. Did your friend
Remember, this was the part where Becky was like being super nice and like, well, like half nice, right? She was complimenting Ruby for her crash outs, you know, because it's content, all that. So she was like, Becky was being like half mean, half nice at this point. Hello, Ashley, welcome in.
really end up getting hurt by Ben Thorpe? That is crazy.
Oh,
Is
Yeah.
he
Well,
really
I mean, when
gonna
he
end
met
up
Ava,
doing-
she tucked his hair, and then when I was friends with Grace, I saw.
backhanded compliments. That's what you guys were saying in the chat as well when I heard it, but I thought she was being genuine at the time. I really don't know. But I felt like she was being genuine with the compliments that that Ruby was potentially providing good content, you know? But maybe she was being fake. I don't know. I can't tell. I thought it was genuine.
Saw firsthand.
Grace has got
I
him.
was sitting on Grace's lap because, first off, Grace is in love with me. She was all over me.
Grace
okay?
is in love with me is great.
And so I was sitting on Grace's lap, and she got tired, so I sat in bed.
Mystery Man, thank you so much for the 199. Shout out to Oz Cobb, friend of the channel. I will put that up as a pinned message right there. Look at that. Look at that. Ozzy's been here every episode, which, you know, I really appreciate. So I think you're right. Hey, Armani.
Ben's lap. I was very drunk, but yeah, that was my
Oh, what is... you notice, like, Keemstar coming into the picture over here? What's going on?
worst moment. That's the big surprise, okay? That's my big bad thing, yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to
but-
ask the question that we all want to know. Are they fucking?
I think
Oh.
because of Ben's erectile dysfunction that they don't currently fuck. They did sleep in the same bed, and Ben got extremely jealous when me and Grace slept in the same bed, and I woke up to her cuddling me the first night, which I didn't mind. She is attractive. But the absolute incest and toxicity of the situation is kind of a
Yo, they cuddled? I didn't know about that, Ruby. You never told me that you were cuddling... Oh,
boner killer.
Alpha,
Oh, look who's here.
Oh, hey, bitch!
Alpha,
Oh, I
stop!
stole your job! Boo!
Oh,
Contra-
Daddy food to feel better!
pay attention! Yes, pay attention. We don't
Stop
have to
kicking
post
me
it
ass.
today. We don't have to post it today, so definitely pay attention, guys. Come on now. Azuko, thank you so much for the 5 buckaroos.
Can't hang. Oh, can't
Out of
hang.
control.
Adds a run.
Oh, she left. I thought she was gonna, like, back and forth with Ruby.
Let me see.
Say that she didn't cuddle her. She was,
What else do you have to tell us about Grace? I want to hear all the dirt, especially, like, what did you just say
Well,
right now that
I
made her
actually
so
found-
angry?
I actually think that Grace has
Yo, Thick Gemini was in the members waiting. Did you guys notice that?
a lot of amazing qualities. I really enjoyed becoming friends with them, and I enjoyed collaborating with them. It's very unfortunate that the dark stuff, the dark toxicity, that is all true, It's the most psychotic people I've ever met in my life, and I'm a former crackhead. So that says a lot, and it's like nothing I've ever.
Tina laughing. Former crackhead. Yeah, what? What are you trying to say, Tina? What you trying to say?
Seen before. They are a casualty of the internet, and it's very sad.
You know,
Are you-
Ruby, I actually would. Go ahead,
Are you-
Tina. Sorry.
Are you obsessed with Grace? Because that's all you
Look
care
at her
about.
page. Look at her page. It's all fucking videos about me, and yeah, I'm here to steal her spot, and I won.
I'm
And
sorry,
she's gonna be a
Glammy,
little
that my
bitch.
ears are covering your face.
Okay, you tried to steal her daddy too. How come you didn't succeed?
I noticed that too, Twisted. Not just a sub. I saw a donation come through as well.
Oh, I rejected him. He did offer, and I rejected him.
No. You just said you sat on his fucking lap, asshole.
It was everyone makes mistakes, and yeah, it was a one-time thing, and I regret it.
I have a question. What was his pickle like? His
Wait, who are they talking about?
Look at her page. It's all fucking videos about me, and yeah, I'm here to steal her spot, and I won. And she's here to be a little bitch.
Okay, you tried to steal her daddy too. How come you didn't succeed?
Oh, I
Oh.
rejected him. He did offer, and I rejected him.
No. You just said you sat on his fucking lap, asshole.
It was everyone makes mistakes, and yeah, it was a one-time thing, and I regret it.
A one-time. Wait. She just said she rejected him. What is she? What is Ruby saying right now? Is she joking?
I have a question. What was his pickle like? His
He has a
pickle.
micro penis.
Okay, that's not the. Okay, what a silly question. You can ask so many questions, but you decide to ask what his pickle was like.
He sent his picture of his cock out to everyone.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
really nasty.
Fuck's
So I
sake.
guess everyone can answer that question of what his pickle is like.
Very small. It's not what you guys would hope for someone of his size.
No, I would never hope for anything.
It's about
Good,
4
yeah,
inches,
Glammy.
and it does not get erect, so he sends soft dick pics to people.
Ew.
What?
Soft dick pics floating around of his cock, forcibly sent.
They're soft and they're floating? Ew! Oh!
When I met them, it was very horrifying and kind of a turn off.
Wilted pickle. That's
It was,
terrible.
it was like a
Wilted
pickle gone bad. Like it was a little too pickled.
You know, what are your
Correct.
thoughts on all this?
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a horrific, horrifying situation, and it sucks because you see that she has this star quality and she could do so much.
Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Is she paying you to say this? That's all you keep saying. Yeah. She has
she's
star
so
qualities.
fucking
She has
cunt.
star
She's
qualities.
so stupid,
She has
cunt.
star qualities.
It's called fair and balanced, bitch.
No, it is not. It's fucking stupid. You're obsessed. You're fucking weird.
No, I'm not obsessed, but they're obsessed with me, and I
Oh,
react
yeah.
occasionally.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
No, you're never
No,
gonna
you're
get
awesome.
Oh,
it. You're never
oh.
gonna get it.
So you really don't want to
Ruby? Ruby, what are you doing?
be part of the show.
Get it.
You just
No,
want
you're
to.
never gonna.
I'm not with you. I'm not with
girl,
that.
girl.
You
Girl,
fucking
girl.
obvious lesbian bitch.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, I mean, she's putting up a show, right? I mean, she wants to be part of the content, and I mean,
Girl,
Come on,
why
man.
not?
get it.
Just make yourself look as crazy as possible, you know? That's kind of the... that kind of gets you places in the LCU, all right? So I don't blame her.
Together.
You have no work.
Go, Ruby! Go, Ruby! Go, Ruby!
What the fuck is wrong with you? You're not signing up for a fucking cock show. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
All right, I'll switch it up. What's up?
Switch it up. You're fucking weird.
I'm so sorry about that. I was homeschooled.
I don't give a fuck if you're
was
uneducated.
homeschooled.
What that got to do with
No,
you
I still
getting
went
up
to
and
I
start
still went
rubbing
to
your
college.
fucking
I majored in computer science, believe it or not. But and
Oh, that's true, Azakul. That is true. I think
yeah,
she's just like exaggerating it, you know? That's what we gotta do sometimes. Oh, shoot. That's not what it's supposed to. Why is it doing that? I have my settings all messed up, I think, guys. Huh. Let me take that off. Let's see if it stops doing it. I did some stuff to my settings. Hopefully, just ignore that message, guys.
Becky, I went to Harvard for business.
You know what? Just shut the fuck up with this Harvard shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
All right, I'll zip it. Okay, I'll take it back. See, I am so sorry.
You know, but you're getting up rubbing your fucking pussy and your tits. What are you trying out for?
Are my tits? I can't even see the visual right now. I'm trying to make sure my tits are in it, but I can't really see it.
You're doing
Are
it
they in
on
it?
purpose?
She's big funny. She's
I
big
really
funny.
can't
Oh
tell.
my. Oh.
Yes, Richie's gonna join us very soon, guys. Very soon.
You
The
like
hoe out of
absolutely.
OnlyFans,
Oh,
take the
girl.
OnlyFans out of the hoe.
Oh no.
Ruby, you're like absolutely wild. I really want to know more of your backstory. Like, why are you so crazy? What's your story?
Right, Azuko, I think she's doing a really good job actually. And Becky was struggling to get a word in just now, but you know, she's showing some interest, asking some questions.
Used to suck dick
the
to crack
obvious
an alley.
things are, I had a psychotic break a year ago when I quit fentanyl abruptly and didn't sleep for 9 days. And ever since then, I lost fear, shame, and I've been trying to find my new purpose and turn my life around. I think Lolcow Queens is my opportunity.
Aw.
You know Tina's backstory.
Honestly, that is not a bad story to get into, Lolcow Queens, in my opinion. I think Ruby did have a very good purpose there, you know? She's providing that value.
Ooh,
I want to
Tina,
know more
that's a good
about
one.
Tina.
Yeah, I want to learn
I
more.
want to know more about Tina. How did you start?
Oh, she wants to know more
Like
about
YouTube.
Tina.
How did I start YouTube?
Yeah, like okay, yes, turn on a camera.
I got a new
Just go to-
wiener.
The roof is on fire! Burn! Holy crap! Grim! Upgrading to this cow is on fire! Holy crap! Not only are you getting a new cow, your cow is gonna be on the fire. That is the ultimate tier that we have on this channel. It's a quite hefty amount too. I didn't expect anyone to really subscribe to that shit. Oh! Thank you so much, Grim. You are absolutely insane. Thank you so much for your support. Holy crap. Not only on Twitch, not only on Ko-Fi, but also on YouTube and supporting all the different projects that I get myself in. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. Jesus. I will not be able to give back. I will do my best. I will do my best. Hey, Scatty. Holy moly.
Just go to my channel. I'm not gonna discuss all this. This bitch got me fucking crazy, bro. I feel like I know how a psychotic break. I mean, goddamn, she's talking about sleeping with Ben, sitting on his little soft cock.
Sitting on his... What? Tina, she didn't say that.
She said she's cuddling with fucking Grace. I mean, what the
Grace
fuck is she
cuddled with me.
I don't give a fuck, bro. What is up? Are you here?
That's a good point,
to
Grim.
go, ha, Grace, you gotta eat my carpet now because I took your job?
No, well, that's what brought me here initially.
Eating carpet? What? Tina's the one taking it like sussy places, you know? Like she didn't even mention anything like that.
But I actually do believe in the vision,
Oh,
and I think I could
Hey,
make
Vicky
it.
Smalls.
Got it.
Wow.
Hey everyone,
Okay.
welcome. Hey everyone, just getting in. We are at the end of the tryouts. We are almost at a point where the next episode is going to be very interesting.
Great. Super duper.
Well, Tina, I do have a question for you actually, because I love how you don't try to.
So I think it's really interesting. Becky is actually stepping up and being the host in this scenario, right? Because Keemstar is like, you know, to the side. He's purposely not being on screen, and he's seeing who's actually stepping up. And out of all the people on this panel, Becky is the one like stepping up, asking the questions, and Ruby is also stepping up and making the content. So between all of them right now, it's Becky and Ruby putting in the effort, I think.
Play up to men
This was ages ago, more specifically 9 months ago.
at all. So, what is your biggest tip for a woman to keep a man?
Oh, that's
Grace, are you lost? Are you lost, Grace?
No, she can't work a camera either. She's kind of a retarded.
Yeah,
cunt.
look at her. Little house on the prairies here. Is you
lost
what you
her-
do?
you lost
Yeah.
her-
Who's been
God.
Yeah, you got
Grace.
fired. You got fired.
professionals.
Oh, we have that emote, guys.
Attention whore.
Somebody's here.
Attention whore.
Someone
Attention
notified
whore.
TLC.
Yeah.
We got that
Here.
emote.
I knew you're gunning for a TLC show. You got it,
Oh,
bitch.
I just want to say,
Does the Thorpes even make content? I actually, since Ruby came on to interview with me, I did start looking into it. So I do sometimes catch an episode from Ben and Grace. I think that's what they call the show, Ben and Grace, or yeah, something like that. The Ben and Grace show. I did go check out, but it's like really slow content, so I wasn't there for too long. But they seem to they're trying to make it something, from what I understand.
you're all obsessed with me. You have nothing without me.
You're obsessed
And
with
yet
your
I-
last video cunt
Team-
about me.
team-
You stupid
team-
cunt.
It's long before you. Learn your place, Grace. How does it feel to have somebody talk over you, Grace? It sucks, doesn't it, Grace? It
That's why
really
she was
sucks.
scared to come on.
That's what you
Are you saying her name like several times on purpose? What's going on?
You know
did to
what
me
I
the whole time. How does it feel to
Yeah,
lose your
we
spot
win.
again?
How does it feel, girl? How does it feel to be talked over, girl?
You
How's it
can
feel?
keep your
How's it feel?
trailer
I
and
lost
your
my spot to
trashy.
you, and I'm gonna try to take it back. Fuck you.
You
Sucks
can
when you
keep your
can't talk, doesn't
trailer.
it?
No,
Keep
no,
your
no.
trailer and
Oh,
your
trailer
trashy
coming from
dad.
the girl who lives in a car and fucks her dad like fucking. I didn't know they made them like you up north, and it's wild.
Oh,
At this moment, guys, there's a few options to get on the show, right? Richie Dubbz is coming on the show today because he's an ex of Becky's. So at the moment, if you think about this logically, you have two routes, right? You can either be a current or ex of Becky Boop, or a current and ex of Lisi, or be involved in the lives in some way that you could bring some value to the content that the story that we're telling, right? So you have those two options. You know, you could get creative with it too, like I don't mind. But if you have a story to tell about the stories that we are currently telling, then, you know, you can come on and tell it. No problem.
I didn't go
Come on.
that far.
Ladies, no need to get so upset. I just want to congratulate
Ruby,
you all.
you know this is my, or no, Grace, this is my baseline. You know it. Okay,
Ruby,
I'm not
Why
upset.
are
I'm
you
so
here?
happy for you that you got
Why are you
fired and that you
here?
can keep doubling down on
Shush.
daddy's cock.
Shush. I just
were
want to
Tina
congratulate
Lover?
all you.
Tell us this
Oh my god, that's tea right there. Yo, when can you come on? Actually, I'm not sure that's relevant because we're not doing a Tina series, but maybe I could. I mean, if you got enough value to bring on, I'll consider it for sure.
shut up.
I'm sorry, says Azuko.
Tell us to shut up, bitch.
Thank you.
You ain't gonna tell nobody to hush. The fuck wrong with you?
Former mods?
If you
okay,
could have
you probably are
shushed, you might have been
texting
able to
questions.
keep your job. Why are you here?
Oh,
You hate Lolcow so much.
I mean, honestly, the bravest man to ever set sail.
On a
Why are you here?
technicality.
No.
Kim to project and say I'm upset.
That's
I just
wild.
You want this pussy?
I just wanted to-
Well, yeah, you know, I won't lie to you. I would love to know what it's like to date Tina. You know, like no hate. I swear it's not coming from a hateful place. I am just, it's like pure curiosity, like for science, you know? So 100% I'll get you on.
Access denied, cunt.
Who are
She's
you
talking
to
over me.
jump
I'm out.
in here yourself?
Enjoy.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
good.
You're
Enjoy.
on
Enjoy.
again.
Bye.
Well, those are beard. It's
Bye.
fucking weird.
Hey, I actually think
Nerve,
it was
I swear to God.
I only jumped in case she started like spamming the N-word or something. I would jump back out.
Yeah,
Good
especially
job,
her
good
overall
job.
just
Thank
spamming
you.
the N-word and doing softcore porn with her biological father. It's bizarre. And
Wait, I think she
I
was
wait for you
trying
guys
to
to
Oh,
get
yeah,
to
Twisted, I remember that story.
But because the God works in mysterious
I
ways.
remember that.
No,
The
she started
absolute
to pump-
audacity. The absolute audacity. Could any of you imagine just jumping in here like that?
Oh, she's pure audacity. Pure. There's no self-awareness chip in the throat.
Actually,
You'll find out, Becky. That is how you fit in by because that's something that I noticed as well, right? When you become a host in the LCU, you have to gain this sort of like bravery, you know, of like interrupting in the worst moment possible.
yeah.
And that will make a lot of things
If
make sense
I-
when you realize that.
If I was in the
Wings of online
like, if I
security.
was on the show before and then got fired and stuff, oh yeah, I'd probably jump in. Like,
Really?
you know,
You're a closet crazy like that? I would not expect that
I'm
from
not-
you.
Listen, Grace was a topic of discussion. I don't think it's the craziest thing for her to come on and talk. I mean, that is points for her, honestly. Even though she's been Pixie Iron Mouse collab. Oh, dude, I am not big enough for that. Iron Mouse is like the biggest. You went to the most famous VTuber.
Yeah.
Great. Not like that. I think it would be more of like a hi, here I am and I'm fighting for things. That
I'm
kind of
fighting
thing.
for
You
things.
know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be like a
I'm just wondering what makes you decide to wear the helmet versus not wear the helmet.
That helmet is part of my show, my channel. And I always wear the helmet when I go to war with people.
Ooh, so if you ever come on here
See, this is another example of Becky like actually stepping up and doing her host role, you know?
with the helmet, we know we better watch out.
Even
We're
when
gonna be
I,
on the war.
Although her demeanor, it was absolutely different back then, right? She's actually super calm, asking questions, seeming genuinely interested, you know, like more of a journalistic perspective.
Path.
Hey, Civil
I'm
Horse!
always on the warpath. I don't give a fuck.
Let's go. Let's go.
Imagine
I'm
that
in that. I'm in that.
question. That was
I was surprised when I saw Glammy. I had no idea she was trying out for Lolcow Queens. I had no idea. Yo, Graham, you've officially moved from my PayPal static account to my actual bill list. Yo, I'm a bill now? You know what bill means in Dutch? It means butt cheek. So I'm officially your butt cheek now. You're welcome. You're
an
welcome.
easy one. No, Tina,
Who's the girl down the bottom? She's pretty.
that's
Purple
the
hair is
purple
back.
one.
That is not her. That's
Purple
a different
hair.
picture.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
Oh.
is.
That's Zay, right? They're talking about Zay?
She's a lot
So you
prettier
can't
with her
tell
mouth
her-
closed.
You can't tell her ugly then because you already told her she's pretty.
That's just added exactly.
Like, can
But
you
what do
take?
you want to talk
Purple
about?
hair.
Tina?
Oh,
There
here
she
she
is.
comes.
Sorry, I
Here
was
she
about-
comes. Oh, great. Thanks for sharing with us. Did you wipe?
Everybody just cut out for me for a second, so if anybody said anything, I didn't hear you.
You said, did you wipe your pussy, bitch?
I'm sure you'd love to know, wouldn't you?
You're not my flavor.
Ruby's being like intentionally like controversial, right? Like shocking. That's great.
Says the one who called
Tina,
me
what
hot
would-
earlier. Okay.
Yeah, but your personality ruined it.
Yeah, says the one with the ugly ass face. Anyways.
That's fake.
Hey, Riley.
Tina, what did you want to talk about?
I'm just here to see who the new contestants are on The Price is Right.
Was Zay also trying out for Lolcow Queens at this point? Also, where's Lynx? Was Lynx already fired at this point? Oh man, Knives. Silvervale is what was one of my biggest inspirations when I started. That would be amazing, but you know, they're at like a league of their own at this point.
Purple hair, what
I'm
brought
totally
you back
my
in?
feminine. Ladies, pop off. Let's go.
I got put
Oh, she really was Richie. Like only much later on did she actually like gain experience. Although in order to get there, she had to be fired like what 10 times. Oh man, that was so rough for her. I don't know how she keeps on coming back. I really don't know.
Bring the
second.
energy. Where's the energy? Are you a
Gotcha.
participant in life or are you just watching?
Hey,
You
listen,
just
listen,
don't have
bitch,
anything
listen.
to react to.
Listen, bitch. We have our own channels. We have our own shows. We're
As do I.
here. We're here for you to fight for the position, bitch.
I am.
You-
I'm fighting
you-
hard. I
Then
feel like I am fighting.
entertain us without talking about Grace. Entertain us with your
She
shit.
has. She has entertained. Oh, she gonna. Oh,
Oh,
Wow,
that
it's
is
so entertaining.
so low.
all
Oh
stand,
my god.
Wow.
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh, that's
Oh,
great. I'm
yeah.
sorry. That's just funny, dude. That is just funny.
I know you like that, bitch.
Ridiculous.
Eat it up.
Oh,
Not a single person
so
like that, in
stupid.
fact.
You're
Flat as
welcome.
a
That's so
board, bitch.
stupid.
I enjoyed it. What are you talking about? I loved it.
Like,
That's fake news too. I am the same size as Kim Kardashian in the butt.
Well, listen, this
Yeah,
ain't
you
kind
also got a
of.
boy-
Lies.
this
Listen,
bitch is
Too.
delusional too. This bitch is delusional too. Like,
You
holy
got
fuck,
brain
man. Pick a
cells.
They have their own channels, but they aren't allowed to have their own channels. So back then, I'm not sure how it was. I'm pretty sure they did have that rule though. People could not have their own channels and stream on the Lolcow network. But then again, you don't have time for both, right? Because they require you to be like having those 2 hour or more 2-hour episodes every single day, sometimes not including the weekend, right? There's absolutely no time to make content for your own channel. Not the way they do things. So even if they were not to say specifically you can't stream on your own channel, they want your full focus and energy on the Lolcow network, right? So it's not even possible even if you wanted to, in my opinion.
Like her
Struggle.
too.
Can you use your mouth?
That didn't make sense.
Can you?
Wasn't Lynx behind the scenes? I think so. I think at one point she was trying out for Queens, but at this point she's just she was put in the background. Yeah.
Use your mouth instead of your asshole.
Oh, thank you, Savorus. Look at that. I'm gonna post that just in case Becky comes and watches this episode. You know, because Richie's on it. She can have that lovely. A lovely comment on screen.
To the butt.
Can you use your mouth instead of your asshole? That's fucking disgusting.
That part.
Whoa.
All right,
who
we're
you?
going.
You've got to be.
All right, good
Are we
job,
fucking
everyone.
done?
Oh,
We're
Keemstar's back.
we're done for the night. We're gonna adjourn and we'll be in contact. Thank
He's so bored. He sounds so bored. He comes back. He's like, "Oh, good job, everyone. Bye now."
you guys.
Moving on.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the
Thank you,
opportunity.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
For having me on. Sorry, I'm a bitch and crazy. Bye.
Sorry, I'm a bitch and crazy. No, that's exactly
good
what they
Lord.
need.
That was pretty bad.
Oh,
pretty
he did not
bad.
like that.
That was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
When does he? At what point does he bring on Kid behind the camera to help with the Queen's content? I mean, I'm guessing he's already like connected to it because that's how Tina got on, right?
Damn.
But when does he officially make the decision that the kid behind the camera is the one that, like, you know, scripts it and whatnot?
It just wasn't clicking.
Because that's what you need, right? First, you need to put all the girls together, but in order to make content out of them, you got to make sure that they, you know, they throw pies in each other's face or use those collars, those electric collars. That's content right there, guys.
Ah, back to the drawing board. Well, we've been
To the
running
drawing board.
for 4 hours. I've been live for 4 hours. Holy fucking shit. Let me get off the Discord. What is the cast of Queens? I have no fucking idea.
He's not
Thing is done.
convinced.
I've been
He's not
waiting on
impressed.
something all fucking night. No, I still don't have my fucking logo. Well, I don't have my logo, so I can't.
Talk about Queens, please. What do you think?
It's every night this week. Grace.
What the hell is he doing? What? What is he saying about Grace?
Yeah. Fuck, I gotta announce this.
He's like, ugh. And then just 5 seconds later, he's again, ugh. He's so
Other fucking
done.
show, but I need the goddamn thing. Wings is pointing out we lost 1,000 viewers the second they lost direction. That is true. That is true.
So unhappy. Partial
so
owner?
true.
Yeah. And I can't imagine he's not still the partial owner because yeah, they banned him or kicked him or whatever at one point, but he's right back like a few days later, so I can imagine he's still part owner of the channel, right?
No, we're not bringing back Grace. She can't follow simple. Dude, she says the N-word and like literally can't follow the most simple direction. Keep your dad off camera. Like this stuff is simple, guys. No.
All right.
Grace is not coming.
Okay, so that's what that is. Now,
Oh, I'm afraid to. Here's Becky, though. Let's get Becky in here. Real
this
quick.
is gonna be great because
Our Instagram's safe. I've looked at it.
Link it. and I'm
watch
gonna
this,
take a
guys.
look.
Watch
Hi,
this.
It's in the doc
Becky.
chat. I mean, it's in the live on air chat.
Oh, I'm live.
Yeah, I dropped you in. Hi, Becky.
Let me close this. Hi.
Guess where she is, guys? Guys, guess where she is? Guess where she is? Do you guys recognize the background? You guys know where she is?
How are you?
She
Becky?
changed the background.
Becky, you
I
have
am good.
She changed the background. They don't know yet. Oh, yeah, you guys know it. You
5
guys know
minutes
it.
to
I'm
banter
over.
with us.
Here.
You
Go.
see that Rich
Because
is
I'm here with Richie.
I told you. That's why she wasn't on. She was on. It was a Richie night.
It is a Richie night. How are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, my.
We're doing okay. We are giving these girls some alone time with us. Now, you've already had it, so I only wanted to bring you in briefly, okay?
Yeah.
Any response to what Lynx was saying about you?
Oh, I only heard a bit about it, but I am so pissed. Like, I was just feeling better about her. You know, I wasn't talking about her. She wasn't talking about me. But she just has to come and stir the shit. She can't resist. I have so many feelings on it. I don't know how much I want to go into it because I might have a full-ass Lolcow moment if I do. I am so mad at her.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good news is
The house is clean. I mean, we don't know about that, right? The cameras are always like position. We can ask him though. Remember that question, guys. Remember that question. You can ask him when he gets on.
don't have to fight it out on stream anymore because she's gone. You have a chance. She's gone.
I mean, it's a shame because I actually think she was pretty good.
Who is that?
Like, there was a lot that she offered, and the way she stirs the shit is good. That was what we needed. It's just that if she gets upset at all, she goes straight for the heart. Like, that's it. It's no holds back. She can't pace herself. And that's why I don't think I could really work with her.
Yeah, I can respect that. All right, well, look, we'll let you and Richie hang out.
Wait a second. I see we've got foot fetish girl in here, right? And she liked Richie. So
Awesome.
Yeah,
I don't
that's why I brought her. That's why I brought her in here. I wanted to see this confrontation.
Oh shit, ladies!
Did you want to come on camera?
Enjoy.
Nope.
You're muted, Miss Hayes.
He does not want to come on camera.
Richie says no. He doesn't want to get himself into trouble today.
He can show his feet. Is that what it's about?
No, I just heard that he lives or works similar to where I live, so it wasn't like I'm trying to steal your man. And I thought it was like, oh no, we're just gonna be friends. So he seemed nice, but good for you, girl.
Oh no, it's all good. I don't.
Yo, Richie, maybe you forgot about her. Maybe you should send her a message.
Blame you. Everybody wants him.
She was interested back then.
He's a real catch.
Yeah. I didn't know if I was supposed to be here. Because I want to be myself, but I also want to like learn. I want you guys to give me a shot, but I don't want to take away from Becky's time.
Well, if you want, I can.
She is too sweet for this. If she's trying out for Lolcow Queens or for whatever, she is too sweet for this.
Hop out whenever you guys would like. You just let me know.
I will drop you in 1 second, but Foot Girl.
Okay.
What's your real name? What do I call you?
You can call me Katie.
Okay, Foot Girl's way better. All right, Foot Girl, you have one
It is way better.
chance to make your elevator pitch for Richie. What would it be? Imagine Becky's out of the picture. Richie's single. He's been single for a while. He's looking to mingle. What's the elevator pitch? What do you bring to the table?
It's okay. You could do it. Don't worry about it.
It's I don't want to do that. I feel I'm just not that kind of girl. But give me a chance. I promise.
Yeah, she's not made for
come
this.
Through.
You
I will
just
come
failed
through.
your audition. Should I kick her
No,
in the
no,
audience?
she did. That's integrity. She's got integrity. That's a good thing.
Give me a chance.
I wanted some shit. I want you to stir some shit. Becky, thank you. Give Richie a hug
Okay.
for me. Tell him he's an Arkansas 8.
An Arkansas 8.
All right, Katie. Is that what you'll be called on the show if you're hired?
I'd prefer Foot Girl, but you can call me Katie. I mean,
Foot Girl is more marketable. Okay, but this is not about her. So at 2 hours 45, Becky comes back in.
Ayahuasca. We'll see.
Bring Savage back up.
Hey,
and see if
Dahlia.
she can handle Savage.
Oh shit! Keem, we have a request for Savage.
Not me, bitch. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky. Keem, we have a request for Savage if you're watching.
I think this is the dream team. We made it. The owls were here.
I was nervous.
Does the dream team include Glammy over there?
I got a tongue ring because I was worried I'd knock my teeth out.
I just got my tooth fixed, so
she's still in
feeling a lot more
Richie's
confident
house.
in that.
So I can't.
But-
Dude, it's been 2 hours. She's still over there. I have questions. I got questions. so glad we're gonna have answers, right, guys? We're gonna have answers. So excited.
Fat 1 Tooth Ruby. It's been a glow up.
Let me get this. Okay, sorry. All right, guys, I am high as fuck right now. So
Is that what you guys are up to? All right.
Mine died.
On
We're
the wall.
twinning, bitch. We're twinning, bitch. It's destiny.
Okay.
we're
Actually,
both a hot
I'm
mess. It works. What were you guys just talking about?
Smoking
So
crack from the
Ruby-
carpet.
Ruby, I got a question. You have
Give
a
it to me.
Facebook account?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so like on your Facebook account, is
I
it
just-
is it old? Like, do you? Like, you
I've
had
had
it for a
Facebook
while?
since like 2006. Like, it's under my IRL name. This is my
Do you
stage
have
name.
a picture on your Facebook account of like at your worst?
Oh, I have so many. I have a whole series about my addiction that
Would you
includes
be
all
willing
the
to?
gross
Would you be
pictures,
willing to share
all the gross
a picture at
videos.
your worst?
We could pull it up right now on my channel, My Addiction Part
Don't show,
1.
don't show your first on Facebook. Just show the picture.
Okay, what she's saying,
You'll
it's on
find
her
you a
YouTube
picture.
channel. I'm going to bring that up right now. What's the
Okay.
video
No,
called?
you'll see it.
I love the doggo on the screen for sure. Look how sweet.
The thumbnail is me before and after.
She said
So
you had
you
a
can
glow
see
up.
how
I
bad
wanna-
it
I
was.
want to see where the glow up came from.
Dude, it's been insane. People are they're wilding out. I just lost 50 pounds.
Well, I will say I'm proud of you for that. That's really good. That's something you should
Thank
be
you.
proud of.
Thank you. It is. My family and friends are really happy. I'm happy with it. And I'm ready to be degenerate online. That's how I get my kicks these days.
I think Ruby's the most interesting person we bring up here. Like honestly.
Here
Like, I really
in the
want to know
bottom
your
right-
I agree with Wings' like opinion there because she has made herself really interesting and she has a story to tell. Like the glow up, I want to see the glow
There
up
is her
too.
before, and there is her after. Yeah, you were doing a lot of drugs, huh?
Yeah, and I've been very open about that because I think it's important to show the struggle, to show the process, and not just the before and after.
What the fuck is this video?
That's what my channel's about.
I would love to know your wildest story.
Well, when I was 17, I was a topless house cleaner, and one time we showed up at this guy's house.
A topless house cleaner. Wait, is
and
that
it was
Savage?
just like a garage in the middle of nowhere. We had our friend waiting in the car.
Yo, she was there back then too. Look, I swear, I don't know all these things. I thought Savage came in way later when like the whole Milkers thing. I had no idea she was around back then.
And we go in, and the guy just starts taking our clothes off and whips his fucking dick out and starts saying all this crazy shit. And we were like about to fucking pepper spray him, and then we like really made out and escaped. But it was very terrifying for a moment.
Hold on.
I was arrested for stealing a puppy.
Look how
That
high
was
Becky is.
This is what I like about Sweet Tea too, right? Sweet Tea has so many cool stories to tell. And it always makes us laugh at the end too. Like, oh, it's so good stuff.
She's like
You're
staring
saying
like,
you-
what?
I've always personally been jealous of that because I don't have funny stories to tell. You know, at least maybe not how my brain works. At least maybe I do, but it's not how I don't tell stories, right? So I love people who are good at telling stories and that have funny moments to share with people and that are not afraid of embarrassing themselves. You know, it's great. Oh, don't forget to like the stream for sure, guys. Thank you.
You're speedrunning the you went to the dude's house to be a topless maid. And you almost
I only did it
pepper
5
sprayed him because he
times,
was a
but I
creep.
was underage. I
Oh,
moved
You
out young.
almost pepper sprayed him because you thought he was a creep, but you end up making out with him.
No, I made out with the girl I was doing it with. I shared a bunk bed with a 23-year-old stripper when I was 16 to 17. And we
Is
did
it
this
all part
on
of the same
Craigslist.
story? Or were those
Savage, you better
different
not be
stories?
one note. Oh, you gotta have
No,
something else
we
to
did
talk about
different
besides
things, yeah,
Tina,
so-
Savage.
You got stories of horse? I bet you do. I bet you do.
Open your mouth.
What? I'm
Hey,
sorry.
bitch!
What? What's up?
I liked the blowhorn. I don't know why people are hating on that, but what is
I know,
up? Did you
isn't
call her
it-
girl,
isn't
that
it
kid an N-word?
beautiful? It is bedazzled
pretty.
and everything,
Okay, it's
isn't it?
pretty. I'll give you that.
The only
The
thing I don't
Jelly
like about
Roger.
Savage is she reminds me of my mama. Like Savage and my
sorry.
mama are the same person.
My mama.
Also, I like the
Please.
background. I'm seeing a vibe here too.
Yes. We are
Like
the
a
ship.
pirate.
We are the ship. I call my people where I'm at. We're the ship. That's why the Jolly Roger, everything. And this is actually from a concert that I'm at in this moment. So
I
just
should wear
let you
that to
know.
be shamed for my past.
Hopefully you didn't buy that near the
No.
bathroom stalls.
No, it cost me like $500 just to meet her.
Oh man, don't you just want to know what Richie is thinking right now, guys? Don't you just want to know? Don't you just want to ask, you know?
So, you
We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that. A little bit longer.
know. Hell yeah.
I just don't like how you ripped
That's
apart.
her right
Sue's
there.
attitude.
That's her right there in this moment. There you go. There you go.
Good old
I think
story,
we-
Becky.
You know what I think would be really interesting to see, Savage, is if you're on the show and people could pay to mute you while you're in the middle of arguing. I think that would be so fun.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I'm not sure how well acquainted they are at this point, but that's not a bad idea.
Next $20 donation, I will mute Savage for the next $20 donation.
Becky.
You really don't want to go there with me, Becky. Do you
What
really
is
want
Savage?
to
Are you a
get
celebrity?
right now?
This channel's popping off for you. What is the deal? What
I
is
am
the
a
backstory? What's the
celebrity.
channel?
Of course I am.
Tell me about it.
Of course. I got more subs than all of you hoes.
You gotta come on Celebrity
don't.
Sunday. My show. It's only for
I'm a
celebrities.
washed up
though.
YouTuber that plays Call of Duty, and I beat your sub count to death.
Well, I mean, if we're going,
Wings. That was very unnecessary, man. That was so unnecessary.
okay, how many subs does these hoes have right here?
Oh, I thought
Let's-
something. I mean, I got 500,000.
I'm on my way to a mail.
No,
They weren't. She's not asking you, Wings. This is a thing between the girls right now, Wings.
I know about
I know you're proud of your subscriber number, but come on now.
you, and I know
it's
about Boogie ass.
personality. It's not about
Yeah, let's discuss Boogie's numbers, shall we? Come on.
sex, it's about personality.
I got a
Well,
cool
I got
mail.
both, baby.
I
I got both.
had
Oh,
about
I
got
52,000.
both, honey.
I got both.
I had about
I'm all-
52,000. That was 10 years ago, though.
Well, yeah, like you said, it was 10 years ago, Becky.
Yeah, before
Catch up.
sub inflation. Before
Where'd your
sub
lipstick
inflation.
go? Where'd your lipstick go? Did you suck that off real quick with your?
Holy crap. Wait, I'm sorry. Savage made a point. Let me go to
I got a new wiener.
I got a new wiener! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Silver Horse. Thank you for sacrificing your wiener. It's for a good cause. But now I really have to check. Did she have lipstick on before? We are now at 1 minute, 2 hour 50. Okay, 1 second, guys. I need to go check.
What do I call you?
No, I don't see
You call me
it.
Katie.
I don't see it. I don't see it. It was a good joke though. She really got me there. I had to go check and everything.
Though.
Well, yeah, like you said, it was 10 years ago, Becky.
Yeah, before
Let's
sub
go check.
inflation. Before
Where'd your
sub
lipstick
inflation.
go? Where'd your lipstick go? Did you suck that off real quick with your dude behind you?
Holy
Oh, why were you
crap.
wishing you were
Where's your
me?
lip-
Sorry, you
Honey.
can't be like Richie.
Honey, I don't even know Richie, but I got a joke.
That's legit so savage. Oh my god.
Oh,
I see where she gets her name now. Holy crap. That
Okay,
was
bitch.
savage.
I got a whole husband.
So if
for
he's so good,
20-some
how come you
years.
have to think about me sucking dick?
Bitch, I'm
we
noticing
go.
you come up here with some red lipstick and now it's gone. You've been
Noticing every detail. She's looking at your lips. She's looking
Yeah,
at them.
you really notice a lot
I'm
on my
into it, girl. I'm looking at the lips. I'm looking at the eyes. She's
I'm
noticing the
looking at-
details.
What do you
Do you like my
She's
lips?
trying to
I'm
find
jealous
me over
because
details.
she
It's
can
typical
still do that and
female
you
style
can't.
flirtation.
Grandma.
Savage,
Bitch, you older than me. I know you ain't talking up there in the right corner. No,
You know I went back. I didn't see it. Not lighting, not lipstick, not anything. So that was, but it was still funny. It was a good diss.
I know
Oh,
you.
I'll say whatever I
Girl,
want.
you
girl.
had a whole filter on last
Oh no,
night.
no,
You
no.
had a whole filter on last
Filter. Oh, but that's her own setup, dude. Which is I think is so much fun when you watch someone in their own setup where they have like complete control over like the lighting, the camera quality, you can change the colors, you can do whatever you want. And then all of a sudden they have to go live from someone else's setup. Yeah, that's when you see people at their worst, so to speak, right? Hey, Pirate.
night. You
That was like an
aged
anti-filter.
in four-
Yes, Safa, when are you doing an interview?
Okay, bitch. You
She looked
aged
better
10
today.
years in 4K.
How old are you,
Fuck outta
Savage?
here.
How old are you?
You just sobered up.
Bitch, I am 49. Come up.
Good job.
Come on with me.
You made it to
Come on with me.
49.
I'm
Let's
49.
gamble.
Right as I asked this question, Suffa Horse gets the DM. You know?
I'm a damn grandma.
Pirate books. Oh no.
Number.
I'm
You
a
do look
grandma.
big for your age.
You a grandma, and I look better than you, ho.
I am
Look at
not
you.
a
You
grandma.
look-
Honestly,
you
I've
look
got
like-
When you get to my arc, oh, come on. That is great. That is great, and I love it. And don't let any DMs tell you otherwise, all right? Don't let any DMs convince you that you can't come up here, all right? To talk about your side of the story.
They
Say
have
it,
worn your
Savage.
ass out, Glammy. They wore your ass out.
Like,
Look at this, bitch, and look at you.
I gotta give it to Savage. Savage, I think you look younger than Glammy.
Thank you. I appreciate
By
it.
like 20
I
years.
mean, it's your fucking lighting. It's your angles. Like I could make. I do magic. You know, like
All
you,
the tea.
you can do
All
a
of it.
lot.
I'm looking straight on. What do you mean?
It's
angles?
bad lighting.
magic.
Lighting makes everything look it. Like. Oh, I'm sorry. I
What
forgot.
more
I'm
lighting?
focused from every angle.
What more lighting do you need? What more? I mean,
I feel like
seriously,
your hair
what more lighting do you need? I mean, you see me.
I don't know,
okay?
but like a fucking
I
ring
look
light.
better than you, tweaker. I look
What kind
better
of-
than your ass, tweaker.
Oh,
I'm just
Oh,
like
who
this
that?
naturally.
Who
I'm
that?
speaking on shit.
Ruby, I'm really
And
curious.
You
Oh,
look like a
Tina.
tweaker, bitch.
Oh, I was about
That's
to
fake
fucking
news. I've never been a tweaker.
Oh, for sure. Like she has her own channel, right? She does really well. I'm not sure what kind of numbers she was pulling back then, but she does really well on her own channel. And obviously she has like, you know, the lighting set up. She got the camera, the colors, you know, everything is like controlled, right? But I still don't think Becky looks bad here. Even though she's using like Richie's setup, I'm guessing, or Richie's camera and everything, I don't think she looks bad.
It wasn't the fact.
She still got that like that angle, you know, the turn like up, like, you know, down angle that makes all girls look better.
No, you got it twisted.
Line them up.
I like downers. I'm already up.
Light 'em up, light 'em up.
T. I'm
Look
an
at this
uppity
shit.
white
I'm
bitch.
used to this shit. You don't even know where the fuck I came from, bitch.
You don't know where the
used
fuck
to
I
this
came
shit.
from, bitch.
Tina,
You
Tina,
know,
where the fuck I came from?
everybody.
Hey, she came
Tina.
from Prime TV.
Everybody, that's why you
Bitch,
She came from Prime
look.
TV.
Look, I got
It's still
1, 2,
enough.
3, 4
Fucking
of
hard
them after me.
bitch.
Come on, heifer. Come on, bitch.
Oh, you're
Come on,
more southern than me. I didn't know
Savage,
it.
I'm the one. I'm the one that. Savage.
Let's have a
shut
moment of
up.
silence for
Southern in
Savage.
me.
I'm the one
You're
that
some
told you to
Northern
bring you
Southern.
back up.
He got off.
Can we have a moment of silence to Savage's husband? Is that what he just said?
You
He has to come
you
home and deal
handle
with
him,
this.
Mama Savage.
Ouch! Ouch!
You handle him. You got so much credibility in the street.
Maybe that's why she comes online and lets it out online instead of on her husband. Have you ever thought about that, Wings? Huh?
Go ahead. Handle the bitches. Go ahead. Let me see you do it.
You got? What
You ain't got shit.
Tuna?
Listen, do
What
I
you
have to
got,
put?
Tuna?
Do I have to throw you back down there?
What you got, Tuna?
You gotta know
What
your
you got?
place, Savage. Know your place.
What you got, Tuna?
Know your
Shut
place,
up, Tuna.
Savage. You got a bunch
Tuna,
of
you can't
simps.
even talk to
You
me
got a
until
bunch
you
of
put your
simps.
tits up, bitch.
No, I don't care.
can't
You
even
got a
talk
bunch
to
of
me until
bitches.
you
You got
put your
that
tits
bitch.
up.
You got
You gotta have
that
something
bitch.
better than
You
that.
got
Way
that
Open
up here and
up.
talk to me,
fuck.
heifer.
Hey,
Becky, you
show
shut
her
the
what
fuck
you
up
got.
too with your big ass
Shut up.
udders
Becky,
over
show
there
your
hanging to
You
them.
do it every time.
She
brings a lot. She brings a lot. Why are you?
Oh my god, are we all like touching our boobas right now? I did not prepare for this. I don't have an asset to do that. I'm sorry. I can't. I have the assets, obviously, but I can't do the thing that they're doing. I'm sorry, guys.
Shaming her tits.
Well, you,
Holy crap,
look,
we're all
mine
touching
don't
our
sag,
boobs now.
honey.
Yeah,
Mine
she used her
don't
dad's insurance
sag,
money to
baby.
buy.
Oh my god, okay.
Call you like-
Me neither. No padding. That is. Do you see the outline? I am a double
ain't-
D,
I don't
bitch.
even have a bra
I'm
on. I don't even have a bra on.
D.
You
There's
whore.
only one double D is nuts.
I don't even have
Holy
a bra
crap.
on.
Yo, poodling. I can do that though. I can do some poodling. I can absolutely do some poodling. And there, you know. Yeah, we're done with the poodling now, guys.
You look
crazy.
itty committee.
Yeah, you're losing
Red.
good,
Look
bitch.
red. Wait a
There's
minute,
only
look
one
red.
bitch with class in
Red.
this room, and it's
Look,
Glammy.
Red.
She's the only one.
I can be very classy.
What do you mean class? Who needs class to get into the LCU? The more class you have, the less you're likely to be on a show. What do you mean? Please don't bring class.
I'm dynamic as fuck.
If Glammy is classy, that's not getting her any shows. She keeps getting fired because she got too much class. That's what's going on.
Evil devils in red. You devils in red could never hang with me, honey. Y'all
I only
can-
work
look
with the
at you. I
angelic.
got 1, 2, 3, 4 bitches.
Shut
so
up,
damn
Savage.
burnt.
Shut up, Savage.
I work for
Brenda,
God, not
shut up.
Satan.
Shut up, Savage.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I'll
tell
show
the
you,
girls to you
Satan.
too, bitch.
I'll show
I'll
you.
turn them
you
up for you.
Satan,
I'll
over
turn
you,
them up
evil
for you.
bitch.
All right, you know what we're doing, guys? You know what we're doing? We're gonna bring in a guest. I'm gonna bring in a guest. I think it's time. He's been waiting for a little bit now. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? Let me... Bam! Hello, welcome in.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Let
you
me...
doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to hear from you. Let me make sure that they can see you.
All right, so for 20 orange super chats, I will stun gun my. Oh, wait, this isn't Lolcow. I'm sorry, wrong show. My apologies.
What were you gonna stun gun? Oh my
Oh, no,
goodness.
nothing.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Here's Richie, everybody. Hello.
What up? Can you hear my fan?
No, you're absolutely fine.
Perfect. I just want to put a warning out there. I'm not going to be mean to Becky in the stream. If that's what you came for, you're not going to get it.
As
Becky
Acal
is the final
super
boss of
chatted
Crazy
$20
Ex-Girlfriends,
for shits and giggles.
We're just going to talk a little bit about what it was like to know her.
100%. Thank you so much for mentioning that. That is absolutely what's happening today, guys. If you were hoping that Richie was gonna come in and like trash talk Becky, that is not what we ever have been about throughout these episodes, and that's not why we brought Richie up here either. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Azico, for the 20. I appreciate you. All right, Richie. We were just going over this this part with Becky, but before we get into it, I would love for you to introduce yourself. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah.
I'm Richie Dubbz. I've kind of been around the Lolcow community since it started. I was in the Discord within the first week of it starting. I went on the camping trip. I've been a big Wings fan for quite a while. So kind of Wings brought me into the Lolcow community. And it's just like it's like a really awesome community. I love it. I'm a big Lolcow guy. So.
Okay.
That's kind of, why I'm in this space and the internet here.
Yeah. What made you go up on the dating? Was that the first time that you showed yourself with the dating show episodes?
No. Like I said, I'd been to the camping trip, so I was on camera during the camping trip a few times. I'd also been on the stream just a couple times before that for different reasons.
Okay, so people knew you then.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do see you in the chats all the time in a bunch of different Lolcow shows. So yeah, you're definitely been a fan since the very beginning. That's very cool.
Yep. I like Keemstar. I didn't really know about Keemstar until Lolcow, but I've become a Keemstar fan.
I also did not know about him before the Lolcow stuff. I knew about Boogie, and that was it. Yeah, that's how I got interested in
Hemizak
it.
super chatted $24.50. This is
Ah.
for my boy Richie.
Look at that. Actually, we have some
Yo,
incentives. We have some incentives for that too. Let me pull that up. There's your incentives, guys. If you want him to pull out the crystal ball.
Fortune telling.
We can do some fortune telling. Do you want to do some fortune telling for Hemi? Just so that way. Let me pull up the assets.
I don't do tarot, so I can't read for people. I can just see what I see, and I'll have to just let you know.
Okay, so I pulled up the crystal ball.
All right, so let's see what I see in the crystal ball.
Yeah,
in the
for
crystal
Hemi.
ball, I see cats. Many cats.
Oh, are they healthy? Are they happy?
Yes.
Okay, good. So not like a hoarder situation with,
No, they
with
were
a bunch
good
of
cats.
cats.
They were happy cats.
Okay. Are those Hemi's cats?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, Hemi, let us know. He looks a lot like me. He related to the Van Ostrans? I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is, Richie?
No, I don't know who that is. I am mixed European with a little bit of Native American, so I'm sure I look like a lot of people.
Okay. He does look a little bit like Grim. This is
As
true.
a matter of fact, if you remember the dating stream, I looked like the other guy quite a bit, right?
Which other guy are we talking about?
The dating stream, the other guy who made it to the finals. Do you remember? They were
You
like,
did look
they
a
were
little
like
bit
memeing
similar.
on us.
Yeah. I could see that. Let me
Generic chubby white guy.
get the 8-ball for him. And I don't got my stuff working. Oh, Suffer Horse?
Suffer Horse super chatted $20. I almost fell
Suffer
into the
Horse.
trap. Love you, Richie.
What's 20? Is that the
That's
the crystal ball? We'll have to
yeah.
see.
I
All right,
pulled it
let's
up
see. Hold
again.
on.
Here you go.
I see a man. He's wearing a black robe, and he has a little wooden hammer, and he's saying judgment for the plaintiff.
Oh my, that's heavy. That's intense. That's for you, Suffer Horse. That's what Richie sees in the crystal ball. Richie, did some of Becky's like tarot reading rub off on you, or?
No, honestly, we didn't talk too much about tarot readings when we were together, Becky and I.
Okay, but I'm guessing she told you about her hobby in that sense, right?
Oh, certainly. We discussed a lot of stuff like that in depth, but not like the practice of it. Just kind of around it, discussing like how it works or like the concepts behind it, but not like the specifics of it.
Okay. But you respected it, I guess. Did you believe it? Did you?
Well, I come from a Christian background. I certainly believe that there is a such thing as divination. Certainly, I don't think it's just like, hokum or whatever people say.
Yeah, for sure. And we are on the impression that when you guys were together, you got high a lot. Was that what happened when you guys got together?
I like my weed. I'm not gonna front.
I'm just kidding. It's the only thing I have to go on because we just saw Becky in your house on the last stream that we were watching, and the second time she shows up, she says she's high, so that was funny.
It's a little surreal watching this all back, like on somebody covering, like I was there, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it must be such an experience. Oh my gosh! And
it was a really fun time during it. You know what I mean? That whole thing was like a pretty wild ride. I had a lot of fun in that period of time.
Do you mean like the whole connection with like the streams or with Becky herself as well? Did you have fun with her?
I did have a lot of fun with Becky. Yeah, it was like there was a lot of like really cool positive things about knowing Becky. She was involved in like the content that I loved.
Yeah.
And I got to be involved in the content too. I was helping her write a lot of the dockets for the shows and just anything behind the scenes I could do to help out. And I was really enthusiastic about being involved and helping out as much as I could. Even when I went to the camping trip, which was only like a month before I met Becky. Excuse me. And that's why I say it was kind of like a fun time because it was like from the camping trip to, the dating stream, it kind of all rolled into like one little window of time from, for like 3 months or whatever it was. But it was a lot of fun. I really did. I did enjoy, even on the camping trip, I enjoyed helping behind the scenes and like making things happen and setting stuff up. Like I enjoyed that a lot.
Were you genuinely interested in Becky, or was it when you went on to the dating show? Was it more like, like more opportunities for you to be involved with the universe?
No, so she actually asked me this a couple of times, and she even alluded to the fact that she at one point thought maybe I was just interested in her for the contact aspect.
Okay.
But the truth was, she has got a really dynamic personality. There's a lot of really likable qualities, and especially like now we all look at her, but we've seen everything that's played out, but we didn't have that perspective, right? And so all of those dynamic personality traits that were really attractive didn't really have anything sullying them. The Queens in its heyday, they were getting like 5,000 to 6,000 views every night, like live, concurrent. Becky certainly has some very attractive qualities, both on a person-to-person level and as a content creator.
100%. I mean, I keep saying this too throughout the series, is that Lolcow Queens was my favorite show back then. That's what I watched every day. I didn't even watch live that much. I was watching Queens every day. And it was mostly because of Becky, because I don't feel like Tina, in terms of like content, like on her own brings too much. So I always felt like Tina needed Becky to bounce off of and Becky to sort of carry it for them. And so Becky was, for me, the talent of that show. 100%.
Absolutely, and you'll always wonder what would have been had the original 4 hosts, being Becky, Lynx, Grace, and Tina, had they actually gotten all to like the start of production, what that show would have been. Because I think that show would have been like wild. Not that Queens wasn't wild, but it would have been like a lot wilder, I think.
I think so too. Honestly, I think all of them had something to bring to it. In this last episode, we were watching Ruby Spacek as well. I think she also had a lot to bring to the show. It's unfortunate that it ended up being just Tina and Becky. I did not watch any of the stuff with Grace when she was more involved, because I'm guessing that the early on Queens episodes were with Grace as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think she was in like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, because they all did a lot of streams before it was officially Queens on the Queens channel, leading up to the launch of the show, and that's when a majority of the Grace stuff was.
Okay. So you're saying that when you met Becky, was it easy to plan dates with her and time with her? What was that like?
Yeah, it was. She really was interested in the relationship, and she really put a lot of time into me and into developing what we had been working together towards creating and everything. She was, we spent a lot of time talking on the phone, a lot of time in like voice chats and stuff, just kind of getting to know each other. And like there was a Becky's really good at controlling how she presents herself,
right?
I think, until she's not, right, until that final provocation that tips the scale. She really knows how to project exactly what she's looking to project, and she did that with me a lot. She kind of could read what I was looking for in somebody, and kind of masquerade as those things. In some extent, I'm sure some of the things were genuine too, but there was definitely some masquerading as well.
Yeah, I mean, I am interested in the psychology aspect of stuff, but she has mentioned that narcissism might be in her personality. And if that's true, then, narcissists are very good at giving the other person what they want, right?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna die. I don't know. I'm not gonna diagnose
Right. Me
anybody
neither.
with
Me
anything.
neither. Yeah, it's something that she said. Yeah.
Yeah, she describes herself as a sociopath sometimes, and she describes herself as she never describes herself as a narcissist. She just says that people accuse her of being a narcissist.
I think I've heard her admit to it at some point. Not full narcissist, but she says that she might have some tendencies or some traits of it. Yeah.
And she talks about these dark triad personality traits quite often.
Do you feel like it's something that she has expressed concern over in herself, you think?
No, I just think it's more like how when somebody does a lot of drugs, they just kind of talk about drugs all the time. It's just what's prevalent on your brain. I think she just spends a lot of time thinking about these things and analyzing, people and trying to identify these traits in other people, and it's just kind of always at the forefront of her mind.
Okay, but you haven't really seen her express concern over that in herself, so she wouldn't say.
She told me she would be a sociopath if she didn't have empathy. Now you can argue whether or not you believe Becky has empathy.
Yeah.
But that was what she said to me.
That is definitely interesting for her to be able to say that. It's very interesting. When do you think that you realized during the time that you guys dated, when did you notice the first red flag, so to speak, if you did at all?
Well, we broke up at one point, kind of maybe a couple to few weeks into the relationship after I'd met her. And the catalyst for that was that Keemstar was streaming one night and he accidentally revealed his DMs with Becky on stream. And she was discussing potentially using terms of service strikes or copyright strikes or some kind of strikes against Review Tech USA's channel. I found that to be maybe a little bit beyond appropriate for what I had observed for the interactions back and forth. Also, it kind of led me feeling like maybe this person didn't really have loyalty. Like, while maybe you're mad at this person right now, at one point you are claiming that you guys cared about each other deeply. So I questioned her loyalty, and I decided that I probably should just better step away.
Right.
And then after that, there was a lot of things that were like serendipitous with Becky, right? There was a lot of things that things just fell into place, and it just seemed like it was meant to be or right to be, or the easiest path forward, why resist type stuff. She had come to me because that girl Lynx had been saying things about me that didn't ring true to Becky based on what she observed when she had met me. So she wanted to, instead of just believing, I had, and Becky got a little salty when I told her I didn't want to see her again. She definitely was invested in,
Yeah.
in the relationship at that point. But she wasn't like, it wasn't bad. I could tell though that like it stung a little bit. And
Yeah.
instead of just believing the bad things that she was hearing about me, she, which she easily could have done, she came to me, and I was like, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe there is like some loyalty there. And that's when I gave her, another chance, and we picked up where we had left off at that point.
I think this is probably something that you realize as well in the relationship with her is when you're a content creator and you're in the spotlight, man, your whole life gets exposed, and people really love talking about you and saying all kinds of crazy things based off of really small things that you say here and there. I've noticed as well. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, but I've only been in the sphere of the Lolcow Network for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. And I've noticed that within this little bit of time, 2 months, is I feel like a lot of people like talking, and they like gossiping, and they like spreading rumors, and they make a little screenshot or words that you say into something entirely different, right? And that is something that I am struggling with as well. Starting this drama content is I've never experienced this to this degree. Once in a while there can be a misunderstanding, but it goes to a whole new level as soon as I joined this drama content. And I'm sure that you, when you were dating Becky, you were noticing this as well happening a lot, right? And it does create this divide between you when you're in a couple.
Absolutely. Okay, see, now I didn't find that. I see what you're saying, and like I could see where that could happen, but just kind of the way that it played out with me and Becky, it was almost like I was the good guy, she was the bad guy. But like I was kind of like on everybody's side. It was all in jest, right? Because she was playing this heel character anyway. So kind of like to roll with the punches or whatever. Like at one point, like I changed my name in the Lolcow server to Poor Richie, right? Like so everybody would feel bad, like Poor Richie stuck with Becky. It was like all lighthearted jokes, because of the heel character she was playing.
Yeah.
But no, I really found that people didn't try to meddle actually too much, and it was all kind of just surface level banter for fun. I didn't really have any issues with anybody, but I could see what you're saying, and like the people who just want to talk about you that you were talking about, you just take solace in knowing the fact that they're gonna forget tomorrow, and it'll be on to the next person with the next little bit of potential gossip, and you just move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As long as you don't give into it, because the more you give into it, the more people will ride with it.
That's what makes a Lolcow, right? The inability to not respond.
Oh man. And so, let's see. So you met Becky. How often did you guys meet up and do things together? Because I'm guessing a lot of your communication was online, right? You guys would back and forth online a lot. But how much did you actually get to like spend time with her in person?
So we, after the dating stream, we went on 2 actual dates. We went to the haunted house and Denny's with the first date. Or I might be mixing up. Denny's might have been the second date. Anyway, we went to a haunted house the first time. Okay. And the second time we went to a movie. We saw Beetlejuice.
Okay.
And then we went to Denny's.
Okay.
And they were kind of like forced dates because of Lolcow. They wanted us to like check in during the dates. Yeah. So we kind of limited what we could do. And also it kind of put a hinder, like we almost missed the movie because like Lolcow didn't bring us in when they were supposed to, and like we're kind of just sitting there in the lobby of the movie theater. And I could see that to Becky, the stream was very important. She didn't let it get to the point where it was more important than me or being in the moment, but they were like neck and neck for a minute there.
Okay.
And you know, the stream is fun and everything. But like I'm in this moment, I'm here with you. You know, if we miss the stream, we miss the stream. Let's focus on doing what we're here to do.
I mean,
but like I said, she reined it in at the last moment, you know, and we did end up, you know, continuing on the date instead of waiting for the show. So there was like that moment of redemption, you know.
what's cool is that if anyone were to be understanding to that, it would be you, right? Because you also happen to be interested in the content and part of the universe and everything.
Yeah, and,
So
and
that
like
was
you know
good.
that's why we were together, right? Like you know,
Yeah.
so I understood, you know, the importance of it, and it's not like I said, well, we're supposed to be there at 7:30, but I want to see this movie at 7:15. It's like it's 8:15 now. We were supposed to be on at 7:30. You know, we're gonna miss the movie.
Yeah.
So you know, the content was definitely paramount, but it's not gonna ruin the night, right?
Okay, good. So you did notice that despite that big part of her life, she still gave you attention, and that
Yeah,
didn't...
she was really good at giving me attention for sure.
Good. I like that. That's I think that's extremely positive, and I think you don't have too many bad things to say at all for the like most of your relationship throughout, right?
Yeah, it all hinged on that one night where you know,
Yeah.
where the cops came and everything. But you know, before that, we had some fights. You know, she's very it's my way or the highway.
Yeah.
It's got to be this way or I have to break up with you. You know, there was a lot of talk about breaking up over things that I wouldn't consider maybe significant enough to. But you know, I understand everybody kind of works differently or whatever, and it was a little bit of an issue. It wasn't an impassable issue. The whole like threatening to break up over little things, but it was there.
Yeah. I remember you mentioning a bit ago that the first red flag for you was when there was a copyright strikes being talked about for RTU.
Right.
Did you also see when she came up on live before the dating show when she was talking about RTU? Did you watch that at the time?
I did, but I took Becky's words at face value. I assumed that I didn't have any context for anything other than her words face value at that point.
Right, but it goes a little bit into what you were saying in terms of like her exposing that relationship, right? She went into details about their private conversations. She had a lot to say about someone that supposedly meant a lot to her, right? Wasn't that a little bit scary?
It was, and I understood that because he was a content creator, she was essentially stepping on his head to try to get a spot. You know, because I knew early on that Becky was in Keemstar's DMs, like, you know, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. So, I didn't know exactly that he was going to make Queens, but I knew that, you know, she was definitely in his ear looking for something.
Okay. I feel like I personally, when I saw that episode, I felt that little bit of a discomfort of her being so comfortable exposing all those details, right? So I think anyone that would come into her life after that would be like, oh gosh, will that be me at some point, right? And you have a point when you say that he was also a content creator, so right? So they were both content creators. It's a whole different story exposing someone's life when they have already made that decision to expose their lives on the internet, right? So there is that
exactly. I didn't
difference.
finish my thought, but that's exactly where I was going.
Right.
I was naive enough to think that since I'm kind of not really a known person, you know, I'm known a little bit in the community, but I'm not like some giant, you know, content creator. So I didn't think that the same rules would apply, or I needed to worry necessarily about the same things.
Now, speaking about that, that's very interesting because you don't have a platform to say your piece, right? Did that concern you when everything went down?
To some degree, but like I had a lot of people reach out to me. Number one, I could almost cry thinking about all the people who DM'd me, like support and stuff, and also the people who offered to give me a platform to. You know, I think I did 3 shows, and I probably turned down 10
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's definitely good, especially because what's interesting about you two is that you were, like you said, the good guy, right? So
Yeah.
I can imagine people would, step forward and actually give you that space to talk, since
Yeah,
a lot of
absolutely,
people did villainize her. Yeah.
And it was fun, you know, like the being the good guy or partaking in the content, being a little bit involved. Like I shaved Becky's eyebrows for that stream.
Yeah.
You know, and she asked me if I would do it before the stream, you know, and she tried to later on use that as a cudgel against me, saying like, you know, I was so
Like, how could
desperate for her to make money to support me or some shit that I had to shave her eye. Like, come on, like nobody's gonna believe that stuff.
I think at some point a lot of people, including her, gave you some crap about that, because what kind of boyfriend would shave her girlfriend's eyebrows, right?
Yeah, but like a good one, right? Like I'm trying to help her with her career. I'm the one that's got to look at that shit, right?
I'm the one looking at that shit. Is great.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man.
I took one for the team, and then you know, I got blamed for it.
Oh, that's great. Were you how do I put this? Did you think that Becky was a pretty girl?
Yes, absolutely. I was definitely initially attracted to her. That's why I even went on the dating stream.
Good. Because a lot of people give her a lot of crap for being a bigger girl or whatever, and that was something I always said. I think she is a pretty girl. I never really enjoyed the fat shaming and the shallowness around. I think you can give people a hard time with your words without going that route, you know? No,
Yeah,
not
and it was
necessary.
even beyond physical appearance, right? Like I said, she kind of has like that dynamic personality. She's a very, you know, dynamic person. I can't think of another word. I keep saying dynamic, but she just has that kind of draw, you know,
And that
kind
depth,
of
yeah.
glow
Like,
with that light, yeah.
yeah, you can have conversations for hours with interesting people like Becky, you know, and that's
Right,
great.
right.
It doesn't happen
Yeah.
every day. 100%. What would you like to go through with me in terms of the episodes that you think is interesting for people to discuss?
Well, I know that before I came on, somebody was asking if my house was clean.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
I know. Unfortunately I can't lie. It could be a little neater, but there's a difference between maybe a little sloppy and trashed, and it's not trashed, so we're good. I only have 3 water bottles on my desk. We're all right.
3. Okay, that's definitely a different number from what we're used to on the other side.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get into that, but not too much. So people gave Becky a very hard time because of the state of her house.
Yes.
And this is something that I just want to ask you about. Like, I chose to never watch that video. So I actually have never watched the video. I can imagine that her house is not looking too organized or too clean, because I can see how she lives in her office, right? The bedroom. I see cans stacked up. We hear cans on the floor. What was your reaction when you got into that house for the first time?
Okay, so I have a bit of a checkered past. You know, I've put myself through some dark times. I understand that things can get away from you. I understand that it's not always easy to get up and do it, you know? And I've lived in far dirtier conditions than by my own standards I would normally allow on average.
Right.
So I tried not to judge that it had gotten to this state, but rather I tried to motivate to let's get it where it needs to be and maintain, right? And that was kind of like where we were going. We were gonna clean it up. I was gonna clean it up, and then it's just maintenance at that point, and we'll see how that goes.
Wait, are you saying that you were gonna help her clean?
I spent about 20 hours cleaning in the 10 or so days that I was there.
I did not realize that. Were these 10 days where you were living with her or like together?
Well, okay, so I wasn't really living with her. What happened was I live, I don't know, an hour and a half from her, say. And so she got doxxed one night on her stream, and she was a little bit nervous that some things were said that made her nervous, and she was just a little nervous by herself.
Yeah.
Kind of out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. So I went there, and I hadn't been to her house before. We had always met in public, or she had came here.
Yeah.
And so when I got to her house, she had mentioned I hadn't been invited there because she had.
I was
said
gonna
that she
ask.
needed-
Yeah, she warned you.
said- she didn't really accurately describe the condition. You know, she obviously downplayed it, but
Okay.
Ultimately the being doxxed and I don't know if she was directly threatened or whatever happened, but was enough for her to overcome that threshold and have me go there. And I the thing that I probably regret the most in my life is like releasing that video, right? Like I hate that I did that. It was really, really super ugly thing to do. It was like a really shitty thing to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately you can't unring the bell. It's done. But I do super regret that. And I wouldn't do it again if I had it to do over. But I tried to not be judgmental of the state of the house. I tried to delay judging until we got to that maintenance period and then make a judgment.
That makes
because like I said,
sense.
I've been places in my life. I've you know, put myself through things. So I didn't want to judge her by maybe what's her lowest moment in 30 years or something. You know, I just didn't want to do that.
I also want to address something because I believe I know the answer, and that's why I'm going to ask this question. Was her house dirty to the point of like, was it smelly? Because from what I understand, from what I have seen, I believe that it was just a hoarding, sort of not organized situation, not necessarily a smelly, bad hygiene situation.
A bulk of the stuff was packages, you know, that hadn't been opened yet.
Yeah.
And or packages that had been opened, food that had been delivered, or the wrappers thereof, right? So, you know, a cookie wrapper is not really stinky garbage.
Exactly.
There wasn't like, there wasn't like a lot of stinky trash, like rotting milk or like anything like rancid or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was mostly dry refuse.
Yeah.
But also she has like 5 litter boxes for her cats. And I kept up on them while I was there. You know, but they weren't necessarily clean when I got there.
Okay.
So, you know, it was obvious. You could obviously tell there was multiple cats in the house.
Yeah. I mean, I with multiple cats and I'm guessing she has a lot of like stuff on top of other things. So you have to have the litter boxes in places that you might not want them to be, and it kind of gets in, well, your nostrils, right?
Yeah.
And with so many cats, there's only so much you can do. I don't think we can say, I don't want to go that route, and I'm not going to ask that question, but I don't think it got to the point of the cats being mistreated or not comfortable or etc. Right? So a lot of people give her crap for how she took care of her cats because they see the black cat constantly still matted and not fully shaven yet when she says she's going to do it, right? But
if I thought those animals were genuinely in, I would have reported it myself. I'm not gonna pull any punches. You know, that's just kind of how I roll. That's who I am.
Yeah.
You know, they're okay. You know what I mean? They could use a little brushing more often.
Exactly.
Maybe, you know,
yeah. No, I get that.
They're okay.
I want to mention, I'm not sure if Becky ever mentioned having depression. But I think she has mentioned multiple times mental illness or mental health concerns, right, within herself. As a person myself who has suffered with depression, who is currently suffering from depression, I really understand where some of it comes from. I understand the difficulty of like unboxing something or putting stuff in their place within reasonable time, letting stuff accumulate in places. So from that perspective, I understand where it comes from, and that's why I always have been in the position to say, if she hasn't brushed her cats in a while, or if she hasn't shaved them in a while, it doesn't necessarily mean these cats are not well taken care of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were healthy. They were healthy cats.
Yeah.
Their coats definitely could have used attention at some points.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie or obfuscate that, but
Well, that's
they
the thing
were
about
healthy cats. I
these
brought my
cats are-
cat there, right? I was comfortable enough bringing my own cat.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know,
That's good to
that
bring up,
gives
yeah.
you a little bit about how I
Yeah.
felt about the condition.
And not only this, these cats are like specific breeds who do require a lot of maintenance. So they're not just any house cat that is independent. You don't need to care too much for. These have these really thick coats and everything, and they do require more maintenance than usual. And if someone does suffer from certain things like depression and other things, that can be a little bit harder to deal with, especially if she has several of the cats with the same sort of breed, right?
Yeah, and like you know, it's a lot too. Like going back to like the litter boxes, like all of her cats don't get along. So she's you know constantly like this one's got to be locked in the room away from this one or whatever. So that you know that adds another layer to you know all these routines of care, right?
Yeah.
You know you can't just like take them all to be groomed at once or take them all to a groomer at once. You know everything has to be like cordoned off from one another.
The Pescator asked a question I'm not sure you know the answer to, but he asked, does Becky own or rent? If I'm not mistaken, it's like an owning situation, right? She doesn't rent?
As far as I know, she owns that house.
Right. So if you guys were curious about that.
I could speculate. I've heard rumors that her father purchased her the house.
Right.
I've heard further speculative rumors that it's because he couldn't live with her anymore. It was just worth buying her a house. I don't know if that's true, but I know that she claims to own the house. She, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't have any reason to not believe her.
Yeah, I think the reason why people ask this question is because, you know, with the hoarding or with the disorganized or whatever it may be, there could be concerns if there's a landlord or there's a rental situation. You know, if you don't own the house, there's another level of concern. But in this case, that wouldn't be the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see like a lot of damage either. You know.
Right.
Really to clean it up. It looks like a lot, and it takes a lot of time, but it's not. It wasn't the type of work where you're gonna have to like be cleaning up these giant spills of like hard to clean liquids, and like it cleaned quick. You know, there was a lot of progress made in the time that I was able to spend. It was just kind of like, the amount of stuff is the obstacle, not the complexity of the cleaning tasks.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
How do you... I'm actually so impressed that you went as far as doing all that stuff at her place, like actually cleaning up or like organizing things. Or you said it took you like 10 days of like constantly doing something at the place, right?
Well, I was there for 10 days. I would estimate that I spent about 20 hours because I was also working on the Lolcow Live docket team. I was doing the clipping for the show. I was working on the Queens docket team.
You have your own job too, right? At the time, or
this was in the winter. I was laid off. I usually do snow. I usually do snow removal during the winter, but I didn't confirm my snow removal job because we had discussed me going there helping her. She was going to maybe launch solo content to run alongside the Queens content. We talked about doing some content together, perhaps. Whether or not it was like a podcast where we both talked, or just I set it up and did the behind, whatever it would have been. We didn't really have a direct plan, but I was gonna spend that off time in the winter trying to help her because she was in like pretty dire straits. You saw she was asking for like clothing money for the start of Queens and stuff.
Yeah.
She was in dire straits, and I didn't really. I'm not like super good with money. I'll be honest. I didn't have like just like $10,000 to give her to like here, this will hold you over for a couple months or anything. While I did give her money, I gave her quite a bit of money for the short amount of time that we dated. It wasn't enough where she wouldn't have to worry about anything for a few months or anything like that. So I didn't take my plowing gig. I went instead to over there. I applied for some jobs while I was there, just for a little pocket money and stuff. So that I wouldn't run out of money throughout the winter. But I was there probably from 2 days before Christmas until January 7th. So the first day I went there was, I think, December 23rd. So I was only there for 2 weeks. But in the middle of that 2 weeks, on August 3rd, I went home for a night and then went back.
You said no, August? You mean
I mean, January.
January,
3rd.
right? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
January.
January 3rd. Sorry, I was reading chat too.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Grim says.
Multitasking got me.
Yeah. Grim was saying that you're his best friend now because he's a trucker and you're a snow removal guy. Those are both like really, hefty work right there. You gotta use. Oh, Gamers Asylum with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, Gamers Asylum. I appreciate you. Guys, if you have any specific questions while we're going through this, please let me know. You shouldn't have to donate to ask the question. I am paying attention to chat as much as I can. If I see a question come up, I will try to address it. The Lasting Opinion with 10 gifted as well. Thank you, Lasting. Holy crap.
Yo, big ups complexity.
Oh man, he loves you too.
I like complexity a lot. He's been really, really fair to me throughout this whole situation.
Yeah. Was she still a sugar baby while there? Okay, that's a question someone asked.
Supposedly, I don't know. I kind of give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna try to investigate if you're trying to talk to other people or not. If I'm dating you,
yeah.
If it ruins the relationship, it ruins the relationship. I'm not.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, she wasn't doing any of those things.
How did you feel about it? Did she tell you about it herself, or did you find out through the show?
So when I went on the dating stream, and was gonna go meet her in real life, somebody random, I didn't know the person, they DM'd me and they're like, this is who this is, kind of, just looking out or whatever. So I had like some idea, but like I said, I have a past too, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What's gonna matter is this moment forward. How are we gonna do these things? So I kind of forgave a lot of.
Thank you for the 20 gifted. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Oh no, yeah, you're good.
Thank you so much, Gamers Asylum. Man, a lot of new people getting subs right now, or memberships in this case. Thank you.
Yeah, like when we were dating in the Lolcow server, like Becky had made a rule that like she doesn't want us to be in DMs with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
And I was fine with that, right? Like I
it wasn't
anytime
weird
any
to you?
females. No, it's like it's for the best. It keeps it simple. There'll be less shit to fight about. I was all right with it. I'm not like I'm not really the type that cheats. So there's no reason I really needed to be in DMs with females, unless there was a reason, like I needed to DM links for DACA team things or, things of that nature above the board, so to speak. But of course, she ended up breaking that rule multiple times, right? That she broke her own rule. And ultimately she decided that we didn't want that rule anymore because she kept breaking it.
Oh, really? Was that like a civil conversation between the two of you?
Yeah. Like, it wasn't my rule. I didn't really care that much or whatever. But until it was a rule, right? Like, well, if we're gonna have this rule, I'm not gonna be the only asshole following it. So, what's the deal,
I mean, people have mentioned this as well. Like, there's a bit of a difference because she's a content creator, right? It's a little bit harder for her to follow that rule. But then again, there's also a difference between, like, if she's talking to guys in her personal life that are not connected to the content, then why would she be doing that if she asked you to do the same?
Yeah, well, it's not like she can't be in DMs with like Keemstar or Kid Behind the Camera.
Right.
But like, just because you're a content creator doesn't mean you need to be in DMs with like donators or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. So that the sugar baby thing did not really upset you.
Like I said, it's her past. I had a past
exactly.
too.
Yeah. So it wasn't something that she was still actively doing, as far as you know.
As far as I know, she wasn't. Right.
Yeah. When I saw that episode where I was confronted with that as well, and I realized that she had been doing that, I really didn't pay it much mind either. Like, if that's in the past, it's in the past. People do what they need to do sometimes, and if that was one of her, talents or skills, then why not, Why not?
I see MG has a question in the chat. They say, Richie, how much or do you wish the other guy won? Yeah, like that's been a well expressed meme at this point. Like in my video when I went over to like how I met Becky or whatever, I was like, oh man, imagine if Jake won. What a simpler world it would have been.
Okay, so I mean, when you think about it, it's mostly due to the allegations that you would say that, right? Because from what you've expressed to me, like the relationship was a good experience throughout. Like
Yeah, it
until
was. I
then,
mean, you know,
yeah.
it had its ups and downs. Mostly ups. You know, there was a few little things here and there, hiccups, so to speak. But
Yeah.
ultimately, everything crashed out in one night.
Without
Yeah.
getting into the allegations themselves, do you think something caused it? Something like, was there a path that was headed there, or what do you think?
It was definitely a culmination of things.
Right.
I crossed her by discussing things that she didn't feel like should have been discussed publicly in the server.
Okay.
Like I said, "Wow, this was real." When I got home at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I said, "Like, wow, this is real. I'm home now."
Okay.
And then, but the only reason I said that is because it was already in the server, because I didn't know she muted on the stream when she yelled at me. That was the crux of the situation. I thought she was nasty to me and everybody heard it. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it's not a good look either. I figured I would kind of make light of it and like joke about it a little bit in
Yeah.
front of people in the server.
Yeah.
Not knowing that they didn't hear it, because I genuinely thought they did hear it. If it was so easy to mute to yell at me, why couldn't you just mute while I took my hamburger out of the bag and avoid yelling at me to begin with?
I actually missed all of that. I wish I could bring it up, but obviously the Queens episodes are not available. So I have no
Okay.
idea what
See,
happened.
I probably have those clips. If you want to go over them at some point, I could probably like get them to you.
So what happened? Do you want to tell me?
So she was going to stream that night on Queens. It was the night Lolcow Court launched.
Okay, yeah.
And she was going to stream from 10 to midnight. But instead, because court kind of didn't go off as planned, I don't remember exactly what happened. They went from 9 instead of 10.
Okay.
And when she was streaming, she told me she's going to get done at midnight, and she wishes that it was a little earlier because she would have liked to have had Wendy's afterwards.
Okay.
So me, being the amazing guy that I am, thought, okay, well, I'll go a little earlier than that, and I'll bring home Wendy's.
Aww.
But then they went live at 9, so I figured it was going to be 2 hours like it always was, and then she would be done at 11. So I planned it to be home back at 11. And I was back at 11. And I walked in the house with the food, and I didn't hear her screaming, which, if you've seen any of the old Queens episodes, you know that if she's streaming, you're going to hear her screaming.
Yeah.
So I thought the stream was done. I went in the
Yeah.
kitchen. I made a drink. I brought the food into her bedroom. When I walked in, I realized that I could see Tina and Mike on the screen. So I tried to quietly, and I guess I failed at being quiet about it. I tried to quietly take my food out of the bag and leave her food, because while she's still streaming, maybe she could sneak a bite while it's still hot.
Yeah.
And that was like the linchpin to the whole thing falling apart. It was me crinkling the bag on the on the stream. I've been memed for this so many times. Yeah, like just I guess, you know, she could hear the bag crinkling through the mic in her ears, and she muted and kind of like was a little cross with me, a little snide.
Okay.
I didn't know she muted. And it wasn't a big deal, you know. I'm a little tougher than a comment.
Right. And I think
you know,
I can realize that I can sort of recognize that a little bit, because when I'm streaming, I'm extremely like in the zone, right? And whenever someone has interrupted me, I lose it. I lose it a little bit too, because I'm like, I was in, and then someone takes me out, and then it's really hard for me to focus back in. And it really takes me by surprise. So I sort of get where that's coming from, but I would hope that you guys would get past that pretty easily. But I guess it's sort of like, it was one of those things that led to stuff accumulating and feeling that frustration.
Yeah. I was really mad that she destroyed our relationship over that. I was like really bummed out, hurt, let down. You know, I felt like we had something like pretty cool.
Right.
And it took me like that took me like a little while to like stop being mad at her for that, you know.
But you mean this situation, what did it cause exactly? You're saying it ended then?
Well, this is like the night,
Okay.
right? Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Right.
after I made too much noise with the Wendy's bag, I went
Right.
back into the third guest room, and I had my PC set up in there for working on dockets and stuff. I brought it with me. When I went back on January 4th, second time I went to Becky's house, I had brought my computer with me because we were sharing her computer for the first 5, 7, 8 days, whatever it was that I was there. So I figured it'd just be easier to pack my computer up, and then we'll both have our own computers to work on. So I went back. I took my food. I went back into the other room. Like I said, I addressed it in the server. I made kind of light of it. I was, you know, trying to like damn, I would have thought you would have been grateful for an
Right,
amazing
yeah.
for your amazing man bringing you a hot meal or whatever.
yeah,
those
joking.
snarky
Yeah,
comments. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have did it. I was drinking. Kind of get a little bit of loose lips with a few shots or whatever. I
Right.
might have, I might have been. It might have seemed more playful than it really was to me at the time, or who
Right.
knows? Whatever
Right.
was the catalyst, but that brought on rage.
Okay.
That brought on rage, and she put me to an ultimatum that I had to leave, or she was going to call the cops. And like I said, I had been drinking, so I asked her if I could just stay in this one room. I won't bother you. Just give me a couple hours. I don't want to get a DUI. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Right. Okay.
And we argued a little bit. I tried to stay calm because she really got irate fast.
Right.
I'd never seen this side of Becky
Until that day. Okay.
until this day.
Yeah.
She'd yelled at me before, but it was never like rage. It was like frustration or anger, but never rage. This was
Right.
rage. So I tried to what is it? Stone man? Is that what they call it? Stone manning, where you kind of just stay
don't know.
really, really calm. Yeah, there's like
Okay,
a phrase.
okay.
Yeah, you stay really calm and you just kind of let the bombardment just pile
Yeah.
on top of the stone or whatever, and it
Yeah.
it
Not
hopefully
give
ends
into
a
it.
good
Let it
goal.
calm down. Yeah.
Yeah, so I tried to
gotcha.
stone man, especially because I knew I was drinking. I wasn't hammered or anything. It turns out when the cops came and gave me a breathalyzer, I wasn't even over the legal limit.
Right.
But I wasn't going to take that risk.
Yeah.
But because I know that I'm drinking, I know that moods can elevate when you're drinking. I know that it's not a good look if we get into a screaming match and I've been drinking. I'm probably going to end up in handcuffs. So I stone manned it, and
Gotcha.
she ultimately, like I said, put me to the position where I had to leave, or she was going to call the police, and
Yeah.
I wasn't comfortable leaving. I had my cat, like I said, I brought my cat
Right.
there, and I wasn't gonna make my cat sit out in the car until I felt like I was safe to drive. So
Yeah.
I asked her, can you let me stay in here? She ultimately said no. Well, you're gonna have to call the cops then, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna drive.
Yeah.
So she did end up calling the cops, and I probably thought I was maybe calling her bluff, and maybe she would go cool off a little
Yeah.
bit, bluff some steam, and come back. And she did that a couple times actually throughout this event. She went in her room to blow off steam and come back. But it got heated every time that we tried to talk, and so she ended up, like I said, calling the cops, and she ended up punching me twice while we were waiting for the cops. And it was really nothing. I could have probably eaten 30 of those punches, but
Right.
the fact of the matter is that she did, get heated enough to strike me.
And was these strikes because she just wanted you out of the house? Or-
Yeah, honestly, I think it was because I wasn't she wanted
Yeah.
control. She wanted me to do what she wanted right now.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of control problems there. Once you plant your feet, there's a lot of rage.
Yeah.
And so the cops ended up getting there. I took my breathalyzer and I went home. But when I got home, I did say wow, this was kind of real. And I'm home now. And then I went to bed, and then the next morning, I woke up and she went on the tirade in the server. She was talking all sorts of shit. She went on her show. She was talking all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And I tried not to let it get to me, but ultimately it did. And that's when I released the video.
Right. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I mean, it is heavy stuff, it can't not hit you. It's not someone just saying, oh, whatever. It's really heavy stuff. So obviously it would hit you. At this point, did you have your cat back home and your setup, or
Before I left, the cops stayed there for a few minutes. I gathered up as much of my
Everything?
stuff. I did
Okay.
leave some stuff behind. If you look at the earlier content with me and Becky, I had that Medicare hat with Keemstar signature on it. That got left behind, unfortunately. Nothing else that I really care about. A pair of pants, a coffee pot, like my camping coffee pot, so I can make coffee at her house.
yeah? Did
My
you end up
my
getting that
ring
stuff?
light. No, I never
No. Okay. What were the conversations like after that with Becky? Did you have any?
did. Well, after the day after the cops came, when she did the stream and she talked about me, she texted me, "Thanks for the content, loser," with a kiss emoji. Just trying to rub it in that she should talk to me for 2
Right.
hours. We fought a little bit then. and then I blocked her. And so it was a little while between releasing the video and blocking her, and then pretty much as soon as I blocked her, she started like pinging me in the server, trying to like agitate me, trying to get under my skin, and I wasn't giving her the reaction that she wanted, and that's when the allegations came out. So it was the day after she called the cops.
Let me understand. The allegations came after you released the video?
Yes.
Yes,
So
okay.
she called the cops, I left. She talked about me. I released the video. She made the allegations.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after that, what was your communication with her like, if at all?
I cut off communication with Becky entirely when I blocked her on my phone. She pinged me in the server a few times. I responded to the things she was saying generally, but I didn't reply to her, like with the reply feature, or like communicate directly to her. However, she has contacted me through various means 3 times since then.
Okay.
I don't really want to talk too much about those specifically. One of the times was when I released my video, she left a comment under it, but then she deleted the comment, but YouTube Studio still showed me that she left a comment.
Right.
And I only mention this because she's mentioned that like I'm stalking her or harassing her, and I've made like zero contact with her, and she's made contact with me multiple times. So it's just like another, where Becky's like clearly projecting and like making accusations of things that she's doing.
Yeah. There was at some point Keemstar stepped in and like asked you guys to, what was that like? Like there was an agreement at some point that there wasn't going to be.
Oh yeah. So when I made my video, she, like I said, she watched it. She even commented on it. And
And when was this video, by the way? This is a video where you just talk about the whole thing, right?
I think this was in April. Okay. So I had been collecting pieces of what I would consider evidence that she lied the whole time.
Yeah.
People would tag me, or people not tag me, but people would DM me like, "Oh, watch this episode of Queens from tonight at this timestamp or whatever," and it would be her saying like, incriminating things or just talking about me in general. People like would always tell me whenever she was talking about me, and because I wasn't watching like any of her content at this point. Like as soon as I was done with her, like I'm actually like done. Yeah. Like it's unfortunate that because of the nature of the way that things played out since then, I kind of have to address certain things at certain times. So I can't be like completely done with it. But like also I'm like always gonna be associated with Becky Boop now, right? Like I'm never gonna be Richie Dubbz again. I'm always gonna be like, the Becky guy. Like I'm gonna have to go do some like really wild shit to rebrand at some point here, So like when everybody's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Richie did that," that's crazy. Just know, like I did it on purpose so that I'd have a new association to my name.
Oh god.
Yeah. So I forgot where I was. Oh, the agreement, right? So
yeah, the video that you made.
I made my video. It kind of showed proof that Becky admitted to lying to certain details about the accusation at certain times to certain people. Also, it had all those little incriminating pieces that I've collected over time. And she went on the next night after she commented on my thing, and she really ramped up the accusations. It went from I did one thing to like I almost did murder, right? Like they started getting to like it sounded like attempted murder now.
Right.
So I DM'd Keem and I'm like, I'd already asked him this one time, but I asked him again. I was like, listen, is there anything we can do to get her to stop lying about me on your shows? And we had a back and forth, and I think he thought I was like demanding, and really I was coming like hat in hand, right? Like, please, is there any way we can work this out? Once he realized I was coming kind of hat in hand, apparently she had also been in his ear asking, what can we do to get him to stop talking about me?
Was that the case though? Because
I did the video.
Right.
Yeah, like
that was pretty much it. Or was there more?
I'm not allowed to defend myself. She thinks that me having gone on 3 shows when this happened and making one video is equal to her lying about me for months. Those things aren't equal.
Yeah.
But
I got a new wiener.
Give me one
so
second.
he did. Yeah.
One
absolutely.
second. Touchy, thank you so much for the jiggle appreciator tier. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. That's like tier 2, so I really appreciate you going like the extra mile. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
So Keemstar did. He brokered a deal between us. He brought us into a 3-way
Okay.
or 4-way. There was somebody there as just like a witness. I'm pretty sure. And he did. He didn't let us talk, so there would be no fighting. He, and he basically did the spiel that you might have heard him say on the stream when he's talked about the deal and after the fact. You've both have basically have come to me. This is bothering both of you.
Yeah.
You guys would like each other to stop talking about each other. We're going to broker this deal. Neither of you are going to talk about each other from now on. So we both wrote a little piece that we both agree to these terms.
Yeah.
And the very next day, she's on Queens talking about it.
Oh.
And then she's trying to excuse it.
The Gamers
because
Asylum super
somebody
chatted
brought the house
$100.
thing.
Richie,
She's like,
thank
well,
you for being so
it's
cool to
tied
work
the
with
house
and
thing.
coming
Well, it's
on.
not tied to the house thing because it never happened. Right? It's not tied to anything. It's you've imagined that this thing, you've lied. So because somebody talked about that video of your house doesn't give you the right to continue to lie about me. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. But you know what? I didn't have high hopes, but I said, okay, I will beat this one time. We'll continue the deal. But I didn't have high hopes that it was going to maintain the agreement, right? That she was ever going to maintain it. But she did basically stop talking about me for a period of time after that.
Oh.
And I was very, very happy about that. But when the whole thing with Savage happened, where like Savage got fired and Roxy got fired, they started going after her for her house. And then so once again, she's going to beat me up with these lies to shield criticism from the house. And it is my fault that the house video is out there. I take complete ownership for that. I'm completely regretful for that. It doesn't, again, give you the right to continue to perpetrate lies about me. To shield you from criticism. Yeah, absolutely.
One thing. The Gamers Asylum donated 100 and he says, Richie, thank you for being so cool to work with and coming on. So I do want to say the same thing. Yeah, we didn't have to go to certain details that you ended up discussing, right? But I really do appreciate that you got comfortable to share some of this stuff.
Yeah, as long as it's done respectable. The last thing I want to do is like trash Becky. I don't hate Becky.
100%.
I'm not Becky, and I don't want to beat up on Becky. She's an interesting person. This is an interesting story. I have some perspective, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, and I 100% appreciate that. And that is also, like, some people have mentioned getting RTU on, for example, right? And almost from the very start, when people suggested that, I checked with RTU and his reputation and everything, and I was like, almost immediately, I was like, I'm not interested, because this person is 100% coming on to trash Becky, right? And I will not be able to mediate that. I will not be able to stop that from happening. So if that is the case, then I'm not interested in having this person on. Even if he has a lot of interesting things to say or a lot of insight or whatever it may be, that is not the purpose of the series. So, yeah. I appreciate you not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, and and I appreciate you not platforming it,
Yeah. 100%.
He has his own platform to trash on her. And there was a time when I had more anger, and I had more vile things to say and more sharp opinions, but you kind of move on, you kind of forgive and forget. And unfortunately, I don't think this will ever be gone completely. I believe that she's going to see that I came on, and she's probably going to retaliate. Tomorrow she'll be on her. Tomorrow she'll be on her stream accusing me of a genocide or something. Who knows? But
well,
I'm sure
doubt it.
I'm sure it'll escalate.
She goes live, she can't get that 500 goals, so it's not worth it for her. I'm not sure even trash talking us will make her go live, but maybe people will get content out of it. But the thing about Becky is, I'm really hoping that she watches the episode, like even 5 minutes, right? Because if she watches 5 minutes of the episode, she's gonna realize that our point was not to trash talk her. So hopefully she gives that a chance. Like, I don't think she will, because she usually just hears people talk about it and it's like, it's always negative, which is something I want to discuss with you as well. Like, you having dated her and you having spent time with her and talked to her and seen her on these episodes and seen her content. Have you seen her in the BBU, by the way? Just a little bit?
I really don't watch Becky.
Okay.
I've seen some clips that were brought to my attention. in the same
Right.
situation where people are looking out for me, letting me know things are being said.
Right.
But for the most part, I don't watch her. I watch a couple clips channels,
Yeah.
so I do see on occasion some things like how I was memeing on the fortune telling with the little picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had somebody covered that or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I look at Becky the same way as I look at Boogie, the same way as I look at Wings, the same way as I look at Keemstar. I've met all of those people. I meme on all of those people equally.
Yeah.
You know, she's right here, dead center in the middle of the content that I consume. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give it special treatment. I don't feel like it deserves special treatment. She's somebody that I knew for a few months. It went really, really south. It went really, really sour. But like I don't hate her any more than I hate Keemstar, Boogie, or Wings. And you know, I look at them as all equals.
It's just crazy to me because you have that special perspective of having been with someone for at least a little bit. Like you guys had quality time together where she was not this person, you know? She was not this person that she ended up being for you in your life. And I guess you haven't seen much of her content lately, but if you do have an opinion about this, let me know. Because I was very curious how you felt about all of her actions on the BBU and towards Savage and Roxy and all of that, because that is the only reason why I'm labeling her as potentially a horror cow, right? Because it got to a point where it's messing with others people's IRL lives, right? Not paying these two people. Do you have any opinion about that, or?
Well, but before I give my opinion on that, I would interject that I think that the situation with me maybe launched her into the horror cow territory as well. But that's neither here nor there. My opinion on the BBU as a whole. I'm very sad to see that she's not having the success that she was once having. If I'm going to be honest, I would like to see nothing but Becky have a wonderful, happy life. If she could maybe rein it in just a little bit, maybe maintain control a little bit better in those real high heat moments. I think that she could have a really, really bright future ahead of her in content creation. I don't want to see her downfall. I don't want to see her suffer by any means. I think that the Savage and Roxy thing is it's really sad to watch. Like, at one point I did care very deeply for Becky, and like you see somebody that you maybe don't care about them so much anymore, but at one point you want to tell them like, no, this is like not the way. You want to not that I would ever, but like technically slap some sense into them or whatever.
That's what Keemstar tried to do, because he felt like he was still in that position where he could, like, especially from content creator to content creator. He was like, please, Becky, this is not the way to go. Don't do this. She did have that person.
If nothing else, because you need to keep that public image, you need to pay them and then sue them. You can't just imagine a judgment and award yourself the judgment out of their paychecks. That's not how any of this works.
No.
So it's sad that she's chosen to do these things and put herself where she is. I'm not celebrating it. It was like when she got fired, it was epic. It was really epic. I'm not gonna lie and say that I wasn't like in the crowd, rah 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 or whatever. It was really good content. But on a personal level, I'm not happy to see it.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, do you have any last questions? Please let us know. We are at the point of saying goodbye soon. What about you, Richie? Is there anything you want to mention that's important that people know that we haven't discussed? Was there
I have a
message
question
that
for
you
you.
want? Oh, okay.
When you look up at the stars, do you one day wish to be a real girl?
Oh my God.
It's definitely a different experience talking to a VTuber. It's been very nice to meet you. I just thought I'd throw a little Pinocchio joke in there for you. But,
oh my goodness, that's so good. No one's ever done that. You're the first one who asked that question. That's great.
Yeah, right. I've never been into like the VTuber thing. You're the first VTuber I've ever actually watched. So
that's awesome.
I enjoy your content though. It's been a really good coverage so far. I'm looking forward to next week's episode.
I'm so grateful for you coming up and talking to us, because it gives us a perspective that I personally did not have, and especially with all these Lolcow Queens episodes not being available to us anymore. It is definitely a perspective that we needed, and I really appreciate you coming on and giving that 100%.
Yeah. And I have a backlog of some stuff, so I'll definitely see what I can get for you.
It seems like there might be a few issues with that, because I don't know. I think I'm hearing that Keemstar is striking people or channels that are discussing or showing Lolcow Queens episodes. I will look into it. I'm not sure how we will move forward if we don't get access to those. It would really suck if we can't tell that part of the story.
I don't think that Keemstar would have any issue with me sharing the clips that I already have.
Right. We'll definitely discuss.
Because I'm pretty sure I know why Queen's clips are all gone or why Queen's videos are all. I'm sorry, it's really hot here. I don't want to run the air. I'm pretty sure I know why the channel got wiped. And I don't think it has anything to do with any of the clips that I would give you.
Oh, hosting the full episodes is not. Yeah, we'll see how we move forward. Like, I just really want.
Touchy super chatted $20. Love the show. Glad he came on.
Me too. I'm really grateful. I was unsure that Richie would want to come up because of all the controversy around the story. But I'm really glad you did.
Can I answer a question for chat? I see Hun Glover asking, how close to the real Becky do we see? Well, as anybody who watches Becky, there's not a uniform constant Becky. So I can't say Becky's always this far from Becky. There are moments where you see really close to true Becky. And then there's, as Keemstar would say, the human resources Becky, right? Or the customer service Becky. That one is the furthest from the real Becky. She isn't always turned up to 11 like she is on stream, but it's the same person, just turned slightly down to 8 or whatever, instead of 11.
Let me just make sure I catch this Suffer Horse. Just wait until my part of the story. I can't wait, Suffer Horse. I cannot wait. Throughout this whole time, Richie, I'm not sure if you noticed, but Suffer Horse was there every time that you said something about Becky or your story. He was like, same. So as you can see, Suffer Horse might have something to say as well. It'll be interesting.
I've heard just the tiniest amount of something going on there.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like I dated her and then he dated, and I don't want to seem like I care on any like romantic level that somebody. Like, I'm completely done with Becky. As soon as she called the cops on me, that was completely a dead relationship.
Yeah.
So like I didn't want to like look into that because of that dynamic or whatever. But I would love to hear the story. If I don't have to go digging for it, it would be perfect.
Exactly.
So maybe he'll come on one time and I could be in the chat.
Yeah.
I could be in the chat like, yo, same.
Yeah, you can do the other perspectives. Yeah, that's exactly what I went through. Oh my God, you're saying it so well. Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure.
I made a joke with Review Tech USA that we had to form the Becky Boop Survivors group.
Oh
no! Maybe we have to invite Suffer Horse too. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, this was such a good episode. I'm so happy you came on.
I appreciate you having me. It was nice to be here.
Yeah, and you think that maybe we'll have a chance at another talk, right? You might have you might want to talk with me again.
Yeah, there's a potential further on down the step down the line where I might have some more points that I could add to the story for sure.
100%. I'd love to have you on again. I don't feel like the time that we had was enough. There's so many things that we can still discuss. So I think if you were to come up another episode, you're 100% welcome to.
Yeah, we'll talk about that behind the scenes for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much. Thank you, Richie.
All right. Thanks for having me.
I'll see you around. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye. Oh man, that was great. Let me just get stuff out of the way. All right, guys. How are you feeling? Was I able to ask some of the questions you guys had? Did you guys all of the questions answered? Hopefully you did. Oh, I was trying to keep up with chat, but at the same time, when I have an interview, it's so hard because as soon as I look at the chat, I'm not paying attention to what Richie's saying, right? So, you did good? You stayed classy? All right. Just like Glammy, right? Just kidding. That was such a good interview. I was so happy to have him on and actually like talk to someone who was respectful of the subject of the conversation. That meant so much to me. So I'm super happy about that. I think there was one point even during the interview that I was like, whoa, we're we're like saying so many nice things about Becky right now. It almost seems like you know, we might be just showing an angle that we didn't mean to at this point, right? There was one point where like so both him and I were like both saying so many nice things about her that it looked a bit weird. It's great. If you guys missed any part of this interview, please head on back. The VOD will be up for whenever you guys want to come back and watch it. I definitely think this was a very insightful episode to the Becky story. I did add so much. I'm so happy about it. The Becky Glazers, right? You felt like we were Becky Glazers at one point, 100%. That's so wild. But no, I was very happy that we were able to like look at her side of things sometimes. When things looked a little bit out of, like a little bit crazy, we were both able to say, okay, maybe this comes from here, maybe it comes from there, you know? We'll talk 100%, Safa. I really hope that moving forward we can actually go through some of the Lolcow Queen stuff, because man, I was looking forward to that. There's so many things that I have missed by not being part of the network back then. So I really hope we can go into Lolcow Queen stuff. We will find out next week, guys. If you want to come back next Saturday at 6 p.m. EST, you're super welcome to come hang out with us for episode number 6. And hopefully we can go into the Lolcow Queens episodes, because we are at that point. The tryouts are over, and Lolcow Queens is supposed to start. So yeah. Redirect! You guys want me to redirect to Lolcow Queens? Oh man, let me see what else is on right now, but we totally could. I mean, it's relevant, right? It's 100% relevant. Let me see. Who do we get? Who do we got? Yes? All right. Let's see. We got... Oh, wait. Wait, guys, you know what I just noticed? There's an upcoming Becky Boop episode? That's interesting. But yeah, Lolcow Queens. It seems like Becky's gonna show up and say something at some point, so you guys can check that out. Not watching. I might tune in. The thing is that's been happening with the Becky Boop episodes, right? I watch for like 2 minutes and I'm like, oh, this is not the sort of content that I'm used to, and then I just leave, you know, and then I end up just watching the clips that people send me when she talks about me or Gamers Asylum or whatever, right? So yeah, it's interesting how I watch Becky Boop nowadays is mostly through clips. Because it's just not, I'm not interested in the tarot card stuff and the whatever it might be, you know, or getting up to clean up a bottle of water, like, no. All right, so the redirect is in. You can go say hi. Did I miss anything? No Sunday. Oh, yeah, we do have tomorrow as well. Let me remind you guys, we are going through the Lisi story on Sundays. So tomorrow I will be here at 6 p.m. EST again, just like today, and we'll be covering the Lisi story. We are at the point right after the date with CD-ROM, and things are starting to get a little bit weird between them. That's where we're at, and that's where we left off last weekend, and that's where we're going to continue off tomorrow. So that's tomorrow at 6. Good manager, good, pat. Thank you again so much, Gamers Asylum, for all of your help with the docket, with the managing, with reaching out to Richie today, this week, and all of your help. And thank you, Azakel, as well, for being here to mod the chat with Gamers Asylum. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Let's go say hi to the Lolcow Queens. I feel like I missed something, though. I feel like, did someone redirect at some point, Gamers Asylum? I didn't see it in the chat. I hope I didn't miss anything too important. I was so focused on it. Oh, Ruby did. I thought I saw that at some point. Thank you so much, Ruby, if you're still around. And everyone from her audience, thank you guys so much for redirecting into my channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the redirect. It means a lot that you would trust me with your audience with that. When are we hearing Silver Horse? I will be in conversations with Silver Horse, so don't even worry about it, guys. I will not let that opportunity pass if that's the thing that we can do, all right? Trust me, okay? I will come back with Silver Horse on the screen. Don't even worry about it. We'll get it done. Now, let's go and say hi to the Lolcow Queens. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Lisi story at 6 p.m. EST. Don't forget, I also do gaming content. If you guys want to go and watch my gaming throughout the week, I am live so many times on there. Go check out my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/iVixey. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye.